What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nation of Cars podcast. Today is episode Greg Biffle, the Big 16. And we are back.
Guys.
What's up?
Deltarune tomorrow.
Oh my god.
So true. We are back.
Wisdom teeth removal tomorrow.
Also, wisdom teeth removal. Guys, in the comments, wish me luck. This could be my last time. I could die tomorrow. What if that happens? And this is the last. These are my last words.
We move on.
We live, we love, we laugh. That's what we do.
That's our motto on the Nation of Cars. Live, laugh, love.
And
Love whispers.
All right, after
In
Anyway,
this house, we live, laugh, love.
a 2-week break, we're back. And we're going to talk about everything that happened in a timely manner.
oh, hopefully.
Because somebody has a job.
I have work in like 2.5 hours.
He's like the
so-
FNAF
First of all, what
Yeah,
happened
he works
last
at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
All right, first of all, what happened last week was the O'Reilly race at Pocono.
Big fat nothing.
Yeah, just a lot of crashes, I guess. Justin Allgaier kills the field and extends his already insurmountable points lead. He's actually, well, I guess that was this week, but he's now locked into the chase. Shocker, but just
I
off
know.
his points. Yeah. Corey Day died on lap 1 and took Love with him. The two guys closest to Justin Allgaier in the standings. Yeah. Brent Cruz finished his second, and yeah, another robbed win.
I went to Disney. I got a
guess.
lightsaber.
Who cares?
Yeah, this race was 100 laps, and 39 of them were spent under caution.
Oh, can't see it.
So I gave this race a 4 out of 10 because, or maybe no, I gave it a 5 out of 10 because the racing was so good, and yeah.
I didn't
Well,
watch
he
it.
could.
I also
Holy-
did not watch it.
The cup race?
The cup race at Pocono?
Were we?
I did watch it.
5 out of
I watched-
10, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I don't care.
So true.
In the cup race.
The peak
Denny
race.
Hamlin.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forgot it. Like Denny Hamlin won, that's all I remember.
See,
Yeah, it
we
was.
had the stage 2 crash. That
I don't even
don't
remember
care,
what was
bro.
the stage 2 crash.
Dementia.
I probably should
The
have.
nothing ever happens 400 at Pocono.
that was the crash that Austin Hill.
Oh, right,
Nick
yeah, that was
Gisberg
Austin,
and Ryan
Austin
Preece
Hill.
and Brad
Yeah, Austin
Keselowski
Hill
in the
running
wall.
people out of room, part 1.
I've never
Hmm.
seen that
Specifically-
before.
Part 1, you say?
Part 1, yeah.
Interesting.
Number 1 was a Trackhouse car. Trust me, number 2 won't be.
What else happened
Yeah,
at Pocono?
Yeah, Brad Keselowski continued his bad streak of things happening.
And it gets
Uh,
better.
Zane
It gets
Smith
better in
had a
San
tire
Diego,
go
guys.
down.
Trust me.
Or no, Zane Smith
Yeah.
crashed in that same crash, bro. Holy.
Zane Smith had speed and crashed. I do.
And
remember
Connor
that.
Zillage, don't forget about him. He was involved in that.
He
But,
was.
Yeah, he
He's
actually
doing-
finished the race though in 23rd. Finally.
Don't worry. He's
Hang
gonna.
the banner.
Yeah. So it's literally his best race this year so far is the freaking All-Star race.
Yeah.
5th place.
Remember like week 2, week 3 when I said we should probably chill out in Connor Zillage and just let him develop naturally, and I got
Hater.
ridiculed to hell for it.
Hater.
yeah.
You're a hater.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah, because Tractor House is tractoring.
it's not Tractor House's fault. He wrecked on like lap 10. He wrecked twice on lap 10 at Michigan. That is not.
That
their
was
fault.
literally
Luke,
because
you're a
his car
hater.
was sucked, bro. Chastain almost went a lap down at the first stage in that car in that race. Like,
That's why
It is
Corey
not
Haim
all on
is the GOAT.
Trackhouse.
Be for real.
Again, Corey Haim did win a race in his 13th start.
Yeah, well, his teammate has 5 wins and is leading
Well,
the
he's
championship.
driving
So
Trust
your
for
me,
like
your
I
argument
know.
of saying like we needed to let him naturalize falls apart because Corey Haim won in a
No,
swift
it
manner.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. If anything, it makes it more legitimate. Like, all right, like let's chill on him. Let's not expect the
So
world
you're
out of
saying
an
that you
18-year-old
think Corey
kid.
Haim is way better than Connor Zilic. You're saying Connor Zilic sucks, and you're
No,
saying that
I think this
everything
also
bad
goes
that
back to
happened
my
to him is
other
deserved.
argument of the truck series is going to become the O'Reilly series, where that's where all the development happens, and the O'Reilly series is kind of become its standalone thing, like the truck series used to be.
No, it's going to be an electric crossover series.
Likely. Anyways, Denny
Unfortunately.
Hamlin won. Tyler Reddick somehow got second. William Byron somehow got third. John Hunter Nemechek fourth, and Eric Jones sixth. We'll just gloss over the 5 car in fifth, but yeah. The legacy guys, they kind of showed up the last few weeks. Finally, John Hunter Nemechek showed up with Jones, but I'm happy about that. Not sad. Yeah, and Chastain got 8th too. It was a good day for
I thought
some
it was the
people
tractor
that
house
needed
cars,
it.
though.
What'd you say?
I thought it was the tractor house cars, though.
It
What
was
about
like at Michigan. Like we're at 2 different tracks, bro.
No, they suck. It's just Ross got lucky.
I mean, nah, Ross missed the crash. That's what happened. But
Maybe
yeah,
Ross is on the uprise. And
he
he's
is
gonna
kind of.
win.
Anyways, I gave that race another 5 out of 10. It was just a race. That's
I
fine.
also gave it a 5 out of 10.
5.
It was
I
Five,
think
it was
this car needs to
horrid.
get like something
a
done with
lobotomy.
it. Because
I
that
think this
Pocono
car-
just doesn't work with this car anymore. Like you can't pass, and honestly, you could pass way better than last year at this track, but
To be fair,
it was still like
4 out of 10.
ridiculously
It's a 5.
hard.
All
to be
fives.
fair to this car, Pocono, let's not pretend like Pocono was amazing in the Gen 6. It was also
Oh, it
like,
wasn't,
not good.
bro.
It was
But-
pretty bad. So
But it was also like a 1 groove track, and now there's like 2 or 3 grooves in all the corners. So I'm just saying, like the track.
When
I
is
think it's
older
actually
now.
a bit. I think it's a little bit better than it was. It's just the dirty air. Like
Yeah.
Like if you look past the fight for the lead, I think it's been better than what Pocono used to be. It's just there's too much clean air for first.
Exactly.
Do you remember Larson hitting the wall at the last lap?
No,
not this year.
No.
Like back then.
Yeah.
when
That was
Denny
funny.
Hamlin fenced him.
No, he
No,
like popped the tire.
2021.
No, he blew a
bro.
tire and Bowman.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome. I love that.
He did also get fenced.
Denny
I know
Hamlin
that.
won 3 in a row. He's cutting into the Reddick's points lead. Blah blah blah. And I think that's all we have. Oh, Christopher Bell ran out of gas coming to the white flag, ruined a good-ish finish. Yeah.
Right. Dude,
That's
fast
pretty much
forward.
it. Now we go to F1 Spain that happened last weekend.
Oh, okay.
I never thought we'd see Lewis Hamilton win in a Ferrari.
I didn't either.
Me neither.
Did anyone actually watch the race?
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, I did not.
It was actually okay. Like it wasn't bad at all. Whatever they did to the engines to like make them 550 package, but like not this time. It kind of worked because like the racing looks normal now and it's not bad anymore either. Unfortunately, Kimi Antonelli died a painful death.
Super
In the
painful.
closing laps. And unfortunately, Oscar Piastri did not continue his streak of beating George Russell in every race he started this year. But it's okay because Lewis Hamilton wins at Ferrari. and
That's
everyone
actually
celebrates.
crazy. That's nice. It's nice to hear, though.
It is.
Someone who was not the biggest Lewis fan growing up, I'm happy for him. That's been a long time coming. I'm glad he got back to victory lane.
Yeah.
And now, because of Kimi Antonelli's DNF, Lewis Hamilton is only 41 points behind.
Is he in
In
front of
second.
Russell in points?
Gas.
He is in front of Russell. He was in front of Russell before this, too.
That's crazy. That's actually insane.
Wait, George Russell
Could we
might
get
win.
an 8th world title this year?
No way.
I don't know.
No.
Ferrari is bringing a 7 horsepower engine upgrade this weekend. So we'll see what that does.
They won't break. They
But
won't break the
please,
7 curse.
A Lewis Ferrari championship would feed billions of generations. It would be the coolest thing ever.
It would be insane aura.
Better than sliced
But because
bread.
it would be cool, it doesn't happen because in F1 usually the lamest thing happens. I mean, look at last year.
Yeah, George Russell is probably going to win the championship, and we're all going to.
If that happens,
There is zero chance George Russell wins the championship.
We all
this
said
year.
this last year about Norris when he was like crashing himself at Canada, and then he ended up winning.
But yeah, it was
So-
clear he was better than Piastri at this point. Like, he was like, without a doubt, like when he finished, he was better than Piastri. Right now, he's not even in the same ballpark as Antonelli. Once Antonelli figured it out, it's like, oh, it was over. Like again,
Yeah.
like you've seen on Twitter, once Kimi Antonelli realized his only like championship threat was George Russell, he locked in and went on an insane run.
His only
Never seen
championship
before.
threat is Osama bin Russell and Unk. So, yeah.
I don't like George Russell. He's just a stupid British guy.
Thanks, Tate.
I don't like it when people race me and I drive in Formula One.
It's a 10 out of 10 impression there. That was awesome.
Formula One driver.
I thought we were gonna have
I'm
to
a
call
Formula One driver and I don't like it when people race me that much.
I thought we were gonna have to call your chair like
Driving.
Taylor Gray or something.
Anyways,
We gotta wait.
Don't
I gave
speak
that
on
race
George
5 out of
Russell, and
10.
that won't happen.
Yeah. I gave that race a 5 out of 10. It was okay. Anyways,
5 out of 10.
the big story of last week was the 24 hours of Le Mans. Yay. I watched probably 14 hours of it or something.
Oh my god. I
Um,
don't remember that much, man.
there's a
Don't worry,
lot
Tate.
here on the thing.
I'll still.
Anyways, the race kind
I-
of started out it started out pretty interesting because Toyota took an alternate strategy to pit both their cars to avoid the GTU traffic of the first go around, and they were basically off sequence of everyone the entire race, and yeah, ended up working because this I think it was the 7, right? The 7 won. So
Yeah. Alright.
yeah.
Are we gonna rate this? Because I don't think I can really do
I'd give
that.
it a I don't know. 24-hour races are so weird because there is genuinely a good I would say 18 hours where it is just you are just playing.
You're
the
just
long
pacing
game.
around
Preparing.
because
You'll get these every I don't know every hour or something. Something will happen, but then
It's
the
all
rest
a
of it's just
setup.
kind of yeah.
You need to be
But-
super.
So,
When
I
it
don't
came
really-
down
Like,
to
there's-
it, I watched it while I was at work because it was kind of a quiet work night. So, and I
Mm,
caught pretty much from the first caution to I don't know, 6 hours to go or something. I was thoroughly entertained through it because it was oh, the caddies are fast at night. And then when the sunrise came, what's his name? Kobayashi was flying, trying to
Yeah.
catch. I don't think it was a caddy at the time. I think somebody. Somebody.
And he was
passed him.
in
I
the
forgot who it
8,
was.
which ended up having a part failure or something. No, they didn't have a failure. They had a penalty, I think. at the end of the race. It kind of like
There
took
is
them out
just
of
a
it.
Ferrari implosion.
There
Yeah,
was a Ferrari implosion, yeah.
It's so interesting to me that the first week that WC decided to not show the BOP, Ferrari was downright awful. Almost like they kind of pulled some strings or something. Anyways, the Peugeots, how do you ever say it?
Peugeot.
The freaking France team absolutely were the slowest cars on the grid. Unfortunately, they sucked.
Also, the
Yeah.
quick side note: the Genesis was very impressive for its first start. I know they
Yeah,
didn't
it got
finish,
like
but
top 10.
it made
It
the
was running around
First,
there.
it made the Valkyrie look.
It finished the race.
Yeah, it made the
I
Valkyrie.
think it was a
look,
lap down or something, but it finished.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, it was it like died or whatever, and it was like, oh, it's over. And
it was
then
a South
they
Korean car,
refired it.
right? For Genesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of them,
like everyone's like, oh, the Valkyrie, like they just need like time to figure out the Valkyrie, yada yada yada. It's been like 2 years, and it's still like has its issues, and it's like no, Genesis showed up and proved like, hey, you don't need that much time. If you put like some time into it, like you can make a competitive race car. So
yeah.
I was pretty impressed by the Genesis.
Yeah. Also, the 15 BMW was pretty good, and then it got a flat tire pretty early in the race, and it was a flat tire like at the beginning of the lap. They had to go all the way around. Basically, took them out by then. The 20 though was right up there with the Toyota all race.
Did they finish podium?
Yeah. Yep, finished second.
That's like the first time in a long time for BMW, I think.
That was
I
going to
get
be their
this race-
first win since like '96, I think. Because for a while there, it looked like they were going to do it until Kobayashi started running them down, and then it was a different Toyota one.
Hypercar Central.
Well, I'm gonna give this race a 7 out of 10 because I thought
That's
it
what
was
I was going to give it to. Yeah,
one of
on
the
the scale
better
of 24-hour
races.
races, it was pretty good. I was pretty impressed by it.
One of the better Le Mans races I've seen in a while.
I would say that's the best I've seen. Because the first one I watched was 23 because of NASCAR.
Man, I missed
watched
the Garage 56 car.
That thing was cool.
Toyota might do a Garage 56 hydrogen car next year or something.
Is it gonna look crazy or sound crazy?
No, it's a hydrogen car.
No, it does sound good. It's still hydrogen combustion.
Oh, okay.
Hydrogen.
All right.
I love hydrogen.
It actually sounds like exactly the same, but they just want to
Then
get the
what's the
reliability
point?
of it good. So
Then it's
And
not,
by
it's not gonna be
2030
aura and hype moments like the Delta Wing,
2030.
Delta
Room?
2030 is when the regulations change, so that
Ooh.
all the IMSA cars and the GTP cars, well,
7 out of
GTP
10.
and hypercar will be the same regulation. Nobody's going to have all-wheel drive versus just two-wheel drive. Everyone's going to have
Guys, Delta
two-wheel
Wing
drive.
tomorrow.
Delta Wing tomorrow.
And they'll also
that's a good
allow
tweet. I gotta
hydrogen
tweet
combustion
that.
engines
Don't.
in the series.
I gotta go on Twitter.
I have to, bro.
Yeah, tweet that right quick. That's actually a banger.
I'll be the first like.
Okay, you guys can keep talking.
England's playing.
Anyways, after Le Mans, Toyota number 8, I think. No, never mind. It's just manufacturer standings, obviously. Anyways, wait, drivers' championship. All right, Toyota number 7 is leading the points with 75 over the 20 BMW with 61. The 8 Toyota has 56 points, and yeah, actually pretty close.
All right, guys, I just made the banger tweet.
You made the tweet.
I made the tweet.
I liked it.
Tweet.
I liked your
Delta
tweet.
Wing tomorrow. Go boost it, guys.
What a great tweet.
All right,
I'm gonna. Somebody already reposted.
Yeah, it was me.
Think we made it through last week's stuff already. That was the quickest we've ever gone through NASCAR. In
Because
our
we're
history.
goated.
Because it was Pocono. It was
Well,
nothing
speaking
but
of-
Yeah,
the
it's
race
kind of
weekend.
nothing. I
Speaking
don't
of
even think.
Twitter, I made somebody Sam on Twitter. He was like, "Yo, what's the equivalent of Kevin Durant moving to the Warriors?" And I said, "I think he's Dale Jr. going to Hendrick." And some guy was like, "Martin Truex Jr. joining Gibbs." Bro, did he have a choice? Like Kevin Durant, I'm pretty sure he chose to go to the Warriors. Did Martin Truex Jr.
Well,
really
it's,
choose to go to Gibbs?
like, that's also like he was in a Gibbs car. Like
He was basically in a Gibbs car already. He was better with Furniture Row than he was with Gibbs.
Kyle
would've
Larson
said-
going to Hendrick.
yeah, I would have said Larson going to Hendrick probably. Is
Connor Zilic going
Actually,
to the 48.
I would say back in 2008 when Chris Buescher joined RAHHH Racing.
That's
both
me.
came in-
Raise hell, praise Dale, burn down Applebee's.
Check
I don't know what.
check your post comments.
Okay.
Guys, we got to lock in here.
Yeah, we do have to lock in.
All
Thanks.
right, we finished
Thanks.
everything from last week. So
Right.
now on to this week's
It's
stuff.
time.
Trucks at San Diego. What do we
San
think about the
Diego.
first race at San Diego?
I liked him. I thought they were
thought it-
fun.
I thought it was good. I did not catch the truck race. I caught the second half of the Xfinity race, and I caught all the Cup race. I had a very
You actually missed the best race of the weekend, though.
the
Unk
truck
still
race?
got it.
Man,
Yes.
and I
Unk
That
still
was
got
fun.
it.
That was fun.
Unk still got it.
And he spinned
Well,
out.
And then
clearly
he
he
got-
doesn't because he spun out.
Yeah, he got kind of killed a little bit. He actually, there was actually some crazy moments in this race. We had the Ty Majeski locked up into the corner, wheel hopped, side to side, drifting, and didn't hit anyone, didn't spin out. What in the world? That was the craziest save I've ever seen at a road course. Justin Marks really sucked. He got the feeling of Tracker House. He crashed in practice and crashed the backup truck. Yeah, kind of sucks for him. But give your
So true.
drivers good cars, Buster.
yes, because it's entirely his fault.
It is all his
Yeah.
fault. But yeah, this race is pretty good. Jimmy Johnson led some laps, which, to be honest, I expected because he's in the one truck. He's used to this car type, and
Unk still got
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I didn't expect him to actually lead laps. I thought he would be 5th to 10th, but he was up in the top
We got to
three
talk
for most
about
of the race.
Fox once again fumbling it. But was it Chandler Smith that spun out on the last restart,
Oh yeah,
and then they just show him laying there for 30 seconds.
it was 6 seconds, but no exaggeration.
It
6
felt
seconds.
like 30.
I mean, they missed everyone.
They
the entire
missed
field.
Lane
They
Riggs
missed.
going off.
Yeah, they missed the entire field into turn 2, and we saw them into turn 3. Literally, what the heck? No, we missed Caden Honeycutt going off. That's what we missed because he's the one that got walled by Chip. Or actually, no, he didn't even get walled. He walled himself, and then Chandler Smith kind of ran into him. Anyways,
W Fox.
yeah, the Tricon trucks had
Toby
no.
Fox, Deltarune tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, bro. I'm sorry.
The Tricon
Deltarune
trucks
make
had
the
no
playoffs.
fun. Jimmy had a alternator go out after he spun out twice, and yeah. Also, Jamie McMurray lost the siding and hit the wall in the Ram truck, but he was just bad the whole weekend. I don't know if the Ram trucks were just bad or just Jamie McMurray was very out of it.
Ram truck's bad.
But he was running 25th or worse the whole weekend, which is not what I expected at all from him being a good road racer. But yeah,
I think it's just the fact that he's been out of the game for.
yeah.
I mean, what was his
He
last
also
race?
said in
Was
his
it the
post-race
20
interview, He said in his post-race interview, he's like, I have no interest in doing this again.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
he's
coming
totally
back to
down.
San Diego was like, I don't know. I would have done like Bristol or something. Like, or
And
you
it
know,
went
like
better than I thought it would. So
it did.
Yeah.
He beat Corey LaJoy, and that was it.
I mean, he was running near the front for a lot of the race. So I'd
Jamie
say.
McMurray? He was like running 15th
Oh,
to
I thought you were
20th.
talking about
Like,
Jimmy. I'm sorry. I got so focused on my
Yeah,
Delta.
Jimmy
no.
was running top 3 until he got. I don't even remember what happened
I was
first, but then he
focused
got
on
spun
Delta
out.
Wing. I'm sorry.
Stacking
Yeah, other than
pennies.
LaJoy and McMurray, the Ram trucks, all the Ram trucks finished in the top 11, which I don't think has happened this year. So
That
far.
was kind of weird. That was because everyone just kept running over each other. But
Yeah, to be fair, Chris Wright did finish 13th. So I mean,
yeah. But yeah, Lane Riggs wins again on the top spot.
Who finished?
do we need to?
What
Do we need to talk about Clickerman and Andretti?
Oh yeah.
That was
Parker
funny.
Kligerman says Adam Andretti is a disgrace to the name Andretti.
Oh,
They're just making up Andretti's now.
They are, bro.
Tate Andretti.
I think we were praising Adam Andretti for doing good at Atlanta earlier this year, but like since then, I have not seen him do one good thing in that Tricon truck.
Has he
So
has he been in it like part time or what?
he's been at it at like I think he was at a few more races.
I mean, let me look.
But like the truck series hasn't had a ton of races, so I don't really know. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Lane Van Rigsbergen wins at San Diego. That's a beautiful name, honestly. He's pretty good at these road courses, honestly.
I mean, he's 100% on the street courses, and Shane is only 50. So I mean,
What's the rating?
And Shane Van Gisbergen was in the same race as him at Watkins Glen. I think Lane finished second to Honeycutt, and
the
Phillips was third. Honeycutt won at Watkins Glen.
Oh, this year. I thought you meant last year.
Yeah. Anyways, Tyler Reif choked on the last corner.
Unbelievable. So,
I mean, I could see it coming, to be honest. Like, Lane was just better all day, and yeah, he just the lights were too bright.
Still, that's.
I
mean, the only people that win in Nice equipment are Hocevar, Chastain, and I think that's it. Nobody else has won in Nice, right? Correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Nice is like
right.
cooked. Not even Connor Zilic has won at a road course, and he's been in like 2 races. So
it's always Zilic to people.
I'm just
never
saying,
job,
he's good,
job.
bro.
that's like probably their best shot.
I have a job.
Anyways,
Ooh.
Kaz Gralla, road course merchant in the 60 True truck, makes it look better than when Christopher Bell drove it. Like,
it's almost
finished
like he's
third.
really good and deserves a ride.
Yeah. Landon Lewis in the 45
He
truck
deserves to be in the
finishes
50.
4th. And Ty Majeski makes that comeback after his crazy save to finish 5th. Yeah. Anyways, points after this race. Also, I gave this race an 8 out of 10. I thought it was really entertaining, honestly. Even with Fox kind of being bad.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. I thought it was fun.
8 out of 10.
Like, even the chaos was like chaos I expected, and it wasn't like overbearing. Like, it was a good chaos. It wasn't like a massive ass pileup because someone misjudged it 2 times this weekend.
Don't know who you're talking about, but okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the 41 car and the 33 car. Anyways, Lane Riggs on top of the standings now over a race lead of points, 65 points over Caden Honeycutt. Chandler Smith third, G. Ruggiero fourth. Yeah, G. Ruggiero. I don't even know what happened to him. He was just nowhere to be seen at San Diego. Christian Eck is 5th, Ty Majeski 6th, Ben Rhodes 7th, Daniel Hemrick 8th, Tyler Ankrum 9th, and Jake Garcia somehow is 10th. The Grant Enfinger century of humiliation is
Continuing.
it's not really though. He's only
Bro, he had an
6 points
electrical
out.
issue, got 3 laps down. After
But he's
running
only
like
6 points
top
out of the
15.
chase. He's only 6 points out of the
He
chase.
should be well within it. If
I
things
don't know
if
about that.
things didn't break, if he didn't blow a tire a bunch, if that electrical issue didn't happen, he'd be well within it.
Speaking of
So
out of
true.
the chase, Corey Haim is only 9 points out of the chase.
Oh man, do you think he can catch up?
No. No, not a
Anyways,
chance.
Brennan Queen and Justin Haley have been on a bit of a hot streak lately too. Wouldn't be surprised if they kind of make a charge here late, especially with their competition being Jake Garcia. Like, who even is this guy?
Jake from State
Oh,
Farm.
I know.
And Tyler
You're forgetting
Ankrum.
Stuart Friesen too.
I mean, Stuart Friesen, he's just gonna be there. Like,
The thing is, Friesen
he's
can
run
Friesen
his
can
points
always-
position this whole year.
Friesen can pull a win out. Like he's
He
known for doing
can.
that. He can sneak a win out, and it's like
He
no, that's not
can,
a
but
playoff
is he
spot,
gonna
but
beat Lane Riggs? Is he gonna beat Caden Honeycutt? I don't know.
It's the
No.
truck series. Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's actually really close. It's like Grant Enfinger has 278 points, Stuart Friesen 273, Brendan Queen 272, and Justin Haley 261. So it's not even that big of a difference outside the chase there. So I wouldn't be surprised if this gets a little bit freaky by the end of the year.
I think Corey
Yeah.
Haim's gonna win.
He could.
I don't know.
Anyways, I think that's all, unless you guys have a rating or anything. But yeah.
Like
We just put 8 out of 10.
7.
Yeah, we get. There was a collective 8 out of 10 of the people that watched it.
Okay. All right. O'Reilly San Diego, the race of NASCAR doom and despair.
Still pretty good though.
I made a YouTube video on this because I was so fed up with it. Not about the racing product at all, but it's about the way that NASCAR handles things. Like, they just handle things so badly on these road courses.
They made
Like,
me
it's
cry.
unbelievable. That we first off had a manhole cover come up, which they said they welded to 150 of them. Obviously not enough, because it came up and punctured Corey Day's nose, which has already had an awful weekend.
Yeah, let's
No
go.
sponsors.
I'm
The
okay with
welder
that.
Hit his nose. Then we ran.
Promote the welders.
We ran. By the way. After this is the first lap that this happened on. After this, you would think, oh, red flag the race, make sure all the manhole covers. Nope, NASCAR runs 5 laps under caution before red flagging the race. By the way, they still red flagged the race, but they ran 5 laps under caution. But all of those 5 laps did absolutely nothing, except for just have cars go around in circles and waste gas. That was literally all it did. Like, Big Oil must have been calling, saying, you better burn these engines up. Because I don't even know, honestly. But
They were waiting on
there was literally no reason to. And then, after they red flagged it, Corey Day had replaced the radiator because NASCAR let him do that. And
It's crazy.
got back out there and allowed him to get his laps back. But we had to wait for him to run all his 4 laps down that he went while they were running caution laps. So we ended up running like 8 laps under caution in this first stint. We got going again with 10. We got going again on lap 10. What are we doing?
I had this
What are we doing?
idea.
I don't get it.
I had this idea of just quick yellow. Like, this is, I feel like this would be more of a thing for like short tracks and stuff, but I think road course could work too, where just the yellow's quick, just do what you need to do to clean it up. No pitting, none of that stuff. Just do that. Clean it up, because then it won't take forever.
Is that for every yellow or
TK,
specific
that would make
yellows?
sense.
I mean, it's
And
like
NASCAR doesn't like sense. So
It's for like. And
well,
this
it's like
mostly applies
circumstantial.
for,
Like
ovals.
nobody's gonna pit on lap 1, so like just keep pit road closed. If somebody needs to pit for emergency, they're going to the back anyways. Like the penalty for pitting under a closed yellow is going to the tail of the field. So if somebody pits, they're gonna be at the back anyways.
Like
I
this
just don't
thought
get it.
was
There was
mostly
no
for, like,
reason for them to
ovals.
run 6 laps under caution before red flagging it. Like, no other racing series in the entire history of the world would ever do that.
No,
If
Le
I'm
Mans,
Well,
banned,
we're not like those other guys.
Le Mans
We aren't.
absolutely would.
We're horrible.
But yeah, I just immediately my day was ruined as soon as this happened. But
Well, it took a while for my day to be ruined.
anyways, then we got going again. Had some good racing. Andrew Patterson in the 32 car made a crazy save in one of the chicanes, like drifted around it, Tokyo drift style. Nothing happened after that. Corey Day spun again in last place, and NASCAR threw a yellow because Golden Team. And this caused the massive one to happen because Sam Mayer does not know how to drive. And just
Bro, Sam Mayer was so right when he was like, "Man, I'm the worst race car driver in the world." He is so right, bro.
for once, I agree with him. Anyways, but this is also not really his fault because why the hell is there a wall as a corner, on a high-speed corner at that, on a bumpy turn, so, like, people can't see? Like, are you kidding me? Haven't we
Well,
not
we gotta-
learned this lesson before?
I mean,
The way that shit moved,
don't hit the
though.
wall.
Yeah, just
No,
Nobody
no,
else
why
hit
is
it
there
the
not a
entire
curb
weekend.
there?
Like,
Well, I'm just saying the worst race car driver in the world was the guy that hit that wall.
I
There
just
should
don't
be
get it.
more
Like,
than
why is
just
there not
a
a curb
wall.
there?
it's a street course. There's walls there. I have no issue with it.
It's
Don't
a
hit the
skill
wall.
issue.
Put a curb
It
in
was
a wall.
It's a skill
100% a skill issue.
What if
there's
somebody was
I do
behind
have an
that
issue
wall?
with.
there was a lot of
I do also have an
logistical-
issue with the fact that there's tire barriers and no curbs in the chicane. Because when someone touches the tire barrier and moves it like 2 feet, as the 92 did, we had a full course caution to move it back the 2 feet that it moved. Why? Why? That's so dumb.
Yeah, again, of all the logistical issues that there were with this racetrack, I have no issue with the fact that there was a wall where the 41 wanted to take his car. Like that was entirely his fault.
I mean, it is his fault. I'm not saying it's not.
yeah,
I'm just saying
the tire
there's, like,
tire barriers, yes, like that should have been something else, like a bollard or something. Obviously
Just-
not an actual one, but
just
like
put a curb. We are not even running the Charlotte Roval anymore. We have curbs at the backstretch chicane there. Just use those. Like, it's not that hard. They literally repaved the track right there. So don't tell me it's an active Navy base. They can't do that. Like, they literally repaved the track in that specific spot just for this.
I mean,
Like,
they
you
could
can just
we could always just do like the Indy thing, like where they like they take the curb away,
yeah.
like after it's over.
It's not even hard. Like, just put it in and just take it away. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. I don't get it, but you know what? NASCAR's gonna NASCAR. They're gonna do their thing, and you know what? Whatever, it's fine.
We love them for that reason.
I said in the
was-
YouTube video of my rant about this race, I was like, it's okay because the Cup race will be totally fine tomorrow, and it basically was. I mean, other than the fact that Austin Hill can't drive, it was
Guys,
totally fine.
Watch his
Which is
YouTube
once
video.
again a skill issue.
Watch his video.
Yeah.
Free pump.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't watch the video. It doesn't really matter anymore. But anyways, later in this
Did
race,
anything happen after that? Was there anything of note?
yeah,
Tate, this is where you come in.
we had some good racing, and
Hold
Carson Kvapil looked like he was going to get his first ever win, and then somehow he just started sucking, and then Taylor Gray came along and
Oh, here we
said,
go.
"Screw you, Buster."
He threw the chair down.
Tate.
Taylor Gray! The worst driver ever raced a car!
We heard like two.
We heard like two.
things
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, you're
You're
cutting
cutting
out.
out.
We're not getting any of this.
Your mic is peaking. Take your tone down a little bit, Buster.
So Taylor Gray he sucks. I don't like him. He's a stupid rich kid. Hold up, I'm gonna look up his dad. I'm gonna look up his dad.
I mean, Taylor Gray's not that bad of a race car driver, but like,
Shut up.
He's not like
he's
That's
better than William
good.
Sawal shit. But
that's like saying, man, I had a McDonald's cheeseburger today, and boy howdy, it was so much better than the Burger King I had yesterday. Like, dude, it's still
that's
McDonald's.
like,
Pretty similar, I'm not gonna lie. It's Burger King.
bro, they're literally the same thing. They're both D tier.
They are D tier.
I gotta look.
Well, what Burger King are you going to?
That's my point. Burger King is terrible. We're not gonna have a discussion. We're not gonna argue on this. Burger King
not
is
gonna
terrible.
act.
We're
But you
gonna
defend
leave it at that.
Arby's, right? You defend Arby's. Arby's is better, right?
I enjoy Arby's.
Arby's
Oh
has a
my
good
god,
meat
how do you
sandwich.
enjoy Arby's?
They have good French fries.
Exactly. And sauce. That's it.
Burger
Father
King has
is-
good chicken fries, and that's it. If you get something that isn't a burger at Burger King, it might not suck. Like I
Hey,
said,
hey,
we're not
hey,
having
hey,
a
That's the
discussion,
same
we're
thing.
moving
You're saying
on.
the same thing about Arby's.
Guys,
No, we're
guys,
moving
guys,
on.
I'm
We're
getting
moving
back to
on.
my point. I'm getting back to my point. Shut up. His dad is a race car driver. He's a nepo little silver spoon idiot. He should not
Hey,
be driving a race
hey,
car. He should be flipping
Tate-
burgers at McDonald's.
Tate, can you remind me what Carson Quapple's dad does? I forgot.
Um,
Uh-oh.
well, the difference is
Uh-oh.
Carson Quapple, Travis Quapple is a Truck Series champion. And what has Shane
Okay.
Gray done?
Okay.
Tate, you're a nepo.
Taylor
Okay,
Gray has
and-
won a race before.
You're a nepo baby.
So then that means Carson Quapple's more of a Nepo baby because he's got Bass Pro Shop
Exactly.
and he's driving for Dale Jr. Bro.
Can you shut up?
Taylor Gray didn't even like have the ARCA path. I don't even think he like drove.
Well, you
the-
know what
the
Taylor
freaking
Gray did in
trucks
ARCA
first.
during testing at Daytona? He pulled out his
Filmed
phone and filmed himself. And because
He was
that
having
he's
a good old
stupid.
day.
Well,
He's so
that broke
excited.
rules of ARCA. I messed up my throat.
I can't imagine
All
why.
for us not even be able to hear you, bro. That's
Yeah, we
crazy.
got like 4 of the words you said.
we heard it. Taylor bad hate or something like that.
Well, those are the words that you needed.
Yeah.
We got the point. We got the point. We didn't hear your voice, but the point came across loud and clear.
Anyways, and as
It
all bad races end in, Austin Hill wins.
This was not
That
a
was
bad
the
race.
only time.
It wasn't a bad
I'm
race.
sorry, but that was the only time I've ever pulled for Austin Hill. I hate him. I still hate him. But I was like,
I wasn't even pulling for him. I was still
the Kyle
like
Busch,
I
in
was
denial.
Busch
pulling
factor
against
has warned me on
the Kyle
Austin
Busch
Hill.
factor is the only. Well, I lost all my warmth for him on
What
Sunday.
did something happen on Sunday? I don't remember.
I lost
get
all
to
my
that.
warmth for Austin Hill way back when, and I didn't even want to cheer for him today. I wanted a nuke to happen at the track after
Oh,
Carson
I did
Waffle
too.
got removed.
That's
I mean,
actually
but-
crazy to say.
Carson Quapple should have thrown hands.
But
and he didn't
no, I don't think he should have.
because he's
I
a
think
nepo
he should.
baby.
He should let his on track actions speak louder.
He cares
No,
about the
Carson
money.
Quapple should have thrown hands. You don't get away with that, bro. Oh, I
He
hopped
should-
the
he
wheel.
should-
I hopped the wheel.
He should make Taylor Gray's life hell. That's for sure.
I mean, he should just
should.
never give him a break. That's
Yeah.
literally all.
He should
as simple
right
as
hook
that.
him. Don't do that.
He should.
It's gonna
Right
be
hook at
funny when
Daytona. If-
it's gonna be funny
Tandem
this
draft.
next week if Carson Quapple beats him in the DGM car at Sonoma.
That's
not
not
gonna happen.
happening.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It could though.
I'm pretty
The only
sure
way it would
Georgia
happen
and
is if
SVG are in this race.
the only way it happens is if like Gray gets caught up in something. Otherwise, Gray's gonna finish like 7th, and Quapple's gonna finish like
15.
16th.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the finishing order of this race, Austin Hill wins, I guess, bro. Taylor Gray finishes 2nd. Sheldon Creed, the hometown guy, finishes 3rd from nearby Alpine. Carson Quapple still got 4th.
Sheldon Creed had a really interesting race.
Yeah, he did. He got the Matt Kenseth treatment.
He sure did. So that guy committed like a federal crime. What's his legal situation?
What?
I don't know.
We'll update it on the next episode of the Nation of Cars podcast.
No, so like
We won't.
that's trespassing on an Air Force base, on a military base, which is very illegal. I'm pretty sure that's a felony.
Maybe he bought a ticket and he just like dropped the
He
fence.
did though.
I
But
would
he
hope
went
he
at a
bought a
place
ticket. He was
he's
at
not-
the freaking racetrack.
Yeah.
He did, but he went to a place that he's not supposed to, and he was arrested by like NCIS.
Apparently, they he went in a porta potty and they were like waiting outside for him.
You're lying. That's crazy.
He should have had like a disguise on.
I
to,
read
like,
that on Twitter.
prove
That's
that.
what
What
I
I
saw
was
on
thinking-
Twitter.
Yeah, disguise, and then like he should have passed the building and then like changed clothes, and then nobody would have known it was him.
He should have just immediately left the track. Like honestly,
They would have been
He
waiting
did
for him
everything he
outside.
needed
Do
to
you
do,
think-
and he would have left.
Do you think he had the sober mental capacity to think of that? To leave?
maybe.
No,
Maybe he was sober. You don't know.
There is absolutely no way that man was sober. I don't even need to hear Sheldon Creed's audio to know that. But the fact that
Creed
Sheldon
just said
said
he couldn't really
understand
hear
a
what he
word
was saying.
he was so drunk.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
he helped
He
out
asked him
Creed
how
though,
bad
right?
the damage was.
What did he say?
he did. Yeah, Sheldon was like, "Hey, check out the damage. How's it look?" And he just said like bad, and then left.
Anyways, after
Man,
that,
was it worth it for me to mess up my voice like that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, because
Do you think it was worth the bit?
Yeah, they're gonna
It was
sleep you
funny.
tomorrow, and it'll come back.
Like
even
the
better.
whole of the 23 viewers we get on this episode, like 3 of them might make it to that point.
Bro,
in the video.
imagine if we recorded the podcast tomorrow morning.
Who cares?
Why would that matter? 'Cause we're here.
I'm back on the Nation of Cars podcast.
Moving on.
We couldn't have done this
I
freaking thing
could
last
put
week
the
because my
tissue-
voice was gone. But anyways, Parker Retzlaff finishes 7th. He had a really, really good race for the most part.
I wasn't
qualified
here
really
for
well.
picks, but that was my pick. My pick was Parker Retzlaff.
That's crazy, honestly. But we weren't here for picks. My pick was Quaffle. But
0-0.
it so goes. Yeah. Other than that, Justin Allgaier had his first bad race of the year, really. Finished 32nd. After Blatzar Leguzman took him out, and then he had like more issues after that. So yeah.
Jesse Love really ate into his points lead.
Yeah, he really did. Really did. What is his points lead now? 224. It's still stupidly good.
Yeah, it came down. I think it was at 250. It's down to 224. Like, oh
and
man.
Corey Day is up to 238 behind. Sheldon Creed 240 behind in 4th. Austin Hill 5th. Brandon Jones 6th. Carson Quabbel 7th. Sammy Smith 8th. Parker Retzlaff 9th. Taylor Gray 10th. Sam Mayer down to 11th. And William Sawalch holds the final spot ahead of Brent Cruz, who Brent Cruz got kind of destroyed this weekend, honestly. Too bad. I was really hoping he'd do good, and he did not. Actually, no, Brent Cruz was my pick, not Carson Koppel. And he just did not do good. He got the pole, and then nothing happened.
Nothing
So-
ever happens.
Will it be Brent Cruz or William Sawalich making the final chase spot? My
Nobody.
bet is
Brent
on.
Cruz.
My bet is on Raja Karuth.
Oh
That would
yeah,
be-
bro,
No, it's
that's
not.
not happening. That is
Yeah.
not happening.
No,
He has not
I
shown-
could see Karuth making it if Sam Mayer has a stretch of doom and despair, which he might. I could see that happen.
He
Which
might.
I hope.
Yeah. Other than that, like, I mean, it's kind of cooked. Like, it's really tough to like get anyone else in the chase besides them. But oh well, what are you gonna do? I give this race a 4 out of 10. I didn't think it was very good, but I didn't think it was horrible. So.
I caught the second half of it, and I give it a 6. So I
Oh yeah,
missed,
we
like,
had a
the,
second red flag for that big ass crash. That's what
Yeah.
it took 4.5 hours for this race to finish from start of
Yeah,
TV window
I-
to the end of the race.
That pissed me
I
off.
caught it, so I didn't miss. I missed the Corey Day radiator and like the 6 laps under caution. So of the actual racing itself, I gave it a 6 out of 10. If you look past all the external factors of the fact that like almost like what 40 miles were run under caution before we ever saw a green flag lap.
Yeah, how many freaking laps of this race were under caution? 17 out of the 50 laps were under caution.
Oh.
17 of 50, so 17 times what, 3.14? So
Almost 2/5.
yeah, like 53 miles, so like 8 times 3.14. Yeah, 20. There was 25 miles run under caution before we saw a
Holy-
green flag lap.
I give it a cinco noches at Freddy's. That's what I give.
So true.
I give it again. I missed the opening stage and some change, so
I
didn't
give
see
it
all
a
the
stuff, but I give it a
7.5.
6. What'd you say?
7.5.
That's
Damn.
really high.
Wow.
That is high.
You
I
really-
really enjoyed the race.
You really like seeing Quapo lose?
That is a 6 on the scale, by the way. That's 6 overall.
Shut up.
Congratulations.
48 Nations, shut up.
No, this is a segue.
Oh, it is a segue.
By the way, guess what time it is?
It's
It's
time o'clock.
4:27.
It is Heim time.
It's 5:27
That's
for
what
him.
time it is. Corey
Yeah,
Heim
table Tate's wrong. Sorry that Tate
wins
lives
in the
an
Cup
incorrect time zone.
Series. Corey
Bro, we
Heim
need-
wins in the Cup Series by 10 seconds over Bubba Wallace. Corey Heim, the GOAT. Greatest of all time.
That race
If it
was.
weren't-
I don't know how he did it.
If it
but he
weren't
did
for
it.
Connor Silich being such a Chad, Corey Heim would probably be my favorite driver. But
The 6-7
Yeah.
car wins.
yes.
First
was
time
like
ever.
this stuff.
History.
First time ever, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
First time ever.
Yeah.
For a Cup Series. They've won at the Xfinity level. One time.
Anyways,
One
I
single
thought this
time.
race again was really good. I gave it an 8 out of 10 again.
This was.
Out of 10.
Am I wrong in saying that
This
I
is
think
good.
this was the best race of the year?
Yes,
What race was better?
Atlanta.
I'd say Charlotte.
I disagree.
Daytona
Yeah.
500.
No.
Daytona was
Shut
not
up.
better.
I just
Atlanta was
forgot.
definitely better. You
I
literally
forgot
rated
about
it better.
Entire
I
race
think.
except the finish. So yeah,
I was at the race and I couldn't tell you what happened.
the finish was really good. Okay, yeah.
I think
it was
this is-
close, but I don't think it was the best race here. I think it was very close though.
Let me
but-
refresh.
The 600
I wouldn't
was
say
really
it's the
good.
best road course race of the next gen because I liked the last year's. Coda
Actually,
race
I might.
better.
I'm going to take that back. I think Bristol was a better race, but I would give this number 2.
What about
on
best
the,
road course so far?
Oh, best! This is the best road course race of the next gen era by far.
No, 2025 Coda was way better, bro.
Next gen.
I disagree.
I mean, not way
24
better, but it
say-
was
was
like
good.
better.
I would say that was. I would say my top 3 of the next gen are 24 Watkins Glen, 25 Coda, and then
Wow, what makes you say that, bro?
The
What
fact that
makes
it was
you
a
say
good
24
race.
Watkins
the
Glen?
fact that it was a good race. That was a.
We only
good
had like
race.
six freaking cautions at the end of that one.
think
I
it's
know it
starting-
almost cost us. It almost cost me.
Anyways,
Don't think I don't know that. I
Well, I
sat
wanna
in
say-
agony.
I love street courses in NASCAR. I love them. If I feel like they're the only tracks where you can actually see like the next gen car on edge. Like you just don't see that on any of the other tracks.
Put them at night.
Oh my god, that would
just
be
imagine the cup cars at Sebring. It would be so peak.
Oh my god. That would be so cool.
But
Thank
they
you.
would have to
That's what I'm
pit like
trying to
every
say.
4 laps for tires, bro.
Well,
Okay.
it'd be worth it.
But anyways,
Wow, Cup
yeah,
at
this race is
Sebring.
pretty good. We had SVG was
What a
kind of
concept.
like tire saving early, and then Ryan Blaney decided to go in front, and then
I don't
yeah,
think he was tire saving though. I genuinely think he just. I think that he was missing something this week. And who
well,
knows? I
some
don't know, but,
people
like
I would say that at the beginning of the race, it depended on how many laps he ran in qualifying. I think SVG ran 2. So if you ran 1 lap, your tires were like double as good as anyone's on that first run. Connor Zilic ran 3 laps and he fell like a rock at the beginning of that race.
Rock,
so-
you say.
I thought he was
Like
saving his stuff,
Rock?
but yeah.
I mean, he came over the radio. It could be like a Lewis Hamilton. My tires are gone, but he came over the radio and said my rears are gone. So
Yeah. I mean, he ended up passing, I forgot who it was. Like, he got passed by someone, then he repassed them. I think it was Hosovar or
Bubba.
something.
It was Bubba.
Yeah. So I don't really know if he was... I mean, Blaney, I think, was definitely the best car in that first run. But,
I disagree. All
alright, whatever, bro.
He drove from 16th to second. How many people like look at every race that ever happens?
Yeah,
and
but Blaney
see
was
where
like 6 seconds out front, dude.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
He was not. He pit. He pit when everyone was like right behind him. Chris Buescher was like within like a second and a half of him after
Whatever.
starting 16th.
You're right.
He was
I'm wrong.
Yes, thank you. I really thought today was the day, or yeah, that was going to be the day.
Yeah, okay.
And
And then Chris Buescher sent it in a
And then
little
he got
bit Tyler
dumped by
Reddick
Shane Van
style.
Gisbergen.
And Shane Van Gisbergen running the racing line gets sideswiped by Chris Buescher, who
Okay, man.
himself
He
out.
hit him in the bumper.
So,
the brake pedal
your
is in the
racing
middle.
line, this is what Chris Buescher did. Woo! And then back to the inside.
Luke,
He was
There
getting
was
a
not
nice
a hole
little
there,
straight.
man. There was not
Luke,
a
what
hole.
would you do if you still had the cat? Would you change his name?
No, I'd keep his name. He'd still be Shane Van Gisbergen. Because it didn't matter.
This is what
Yeah, yeah.
happened. And the exit of the corner, you're supposed to go like this, and Chris Buescher went like this.
Yeah, because famously nobody has ever like diamond a corner before. That's never happened.
Never on that corner. But yeah.
Oh, except for Chris Buescher.
Yeah, and that
Like,
was just
I don't know,
because he
man.
ascended a little bit
It's not
too
like
deep.
it's not like he hit him in the door. He maybe caught him in the quarter panel. Maybe, but it was pretty much the bumper.
So it was still his fault.
It doesn't matter though. Chris Buescher should go, and he lost 2 spots after getting dumped.
Wait, he's the GOAT?
What
Because he
happened
kind of
after-
blocked the
What
track in
happened
front of
after?
everyone.
Did Connor Zilic do the same thing after he got dumped? Did he only lose 2 spots?
Oh, bro.
I can't
Bro,
remember.
fuck
What was
you.
he supposed to do? What was he supposed to do? He
I
got
don't know.
pulled. You can't
I don't
just
know.
get
He-
out of that. He got
That he wasn't.
Austin Hill
according
had
to
a
48
skill
Nation,
issue. Just
He wasn't running
went
the.
straight on a turn,
He wasn't
killed
running
both
the
of
racing
them.
line.
Yeah,
What was
Austin
Billy
48
supposed
Nation.
to do, dog? Was he just supposed to go on his brakes and not get hit
I
by
think he
the
was supposed
entire
to
field?
pit, but his crew chief was like, "I don't know, man. Do what you want." And then Zilch was like, "I'm pretty fast and I want track position." And yeah, he didn't pit. So
Bad.
that's really what caused
Did he
it.
take? Was Austin Hill the leader, or was he the leader?
He was the leader. Also, or
Okay, so it's
not.
his fault for taking the outside.
Oh my
That
god.
was like the
Luke.
preferred line, like most of the freaking race.
Luke,
Bro.
your mental gymnastics. Was he
You
supposed to
can't.
expect Austin Hill to just wall him like that, to just not turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually expected it. I knew it was cooked, bro. Like
Okay, I see your
I was
point.
honestly like, as soon as Zillich stayed out, and I was like, it's over. Like, why in the world is he staying out? He was on like 15 lap old tires, and
I think
Shane
that
Van
was the right
Gisbergen
call.
had 2 lap old tires.
I think that was the right call because like it was
I
clear,
think the
like
expectation was a caution soon
like
after
come back
that,
like
maybe.
Yeah,
at the end of the
because
race,
Austin
like
Hill
the
was in
whole
the
thing
front.
was like, yeah, the whole thing was like you wanted tires at the end. So I think like, you know, sacrifice him
Yeah.
early. I think it was the right call. I think
Yeah,
that
and
was
he was out front, and he was kind of saving his stuff there, because he had like a 10-second lead at one point. I think he probably would have been a really good challenger with SVG to win the race. I never really thought he was going to win before that, but I thought like top 3 was like definitely 100%.
he definitely
top
was
3.
going to finish top 5 for sure.
But
I think
Hornheim
had the
would've beat
race
him.
continued on its normal trajectory, I think SVG and Busher and all the people who stayed out
I just think
during stage
even if
1 and
Austin
then
Hill didn't bonsai into that first corner, I think it would have been like Zilic would have lost. SVG was already taking 3 wide down the front stretch. Zilic would have lost so many spots on that first run because he had
but
older
again, you would have had a
tires.
set of tires at the end. I mean, look at Tyler
But
Reddick. He
every
spun out late. Tyler Reddick spun out like late. He was running like 30th and he still came back to, he didn't finish there, but I mean, he was going to finish second.
second,
So,
yeah,
I mean, I think the strategy was there. It's just Austin Hill's stupid.
yeah.
He's
Anyways,
smart.
that kind of took out that took out like 3 favorites, actually 4. That took out Connor Zilic, SVG, Ty Gibbs, and Michael McDowell also spun out. I didn't see how much damage he got, but it was obviously enough
Well, I
because
mean, even then, like
he was kind
Ty
of
Gibbs
cooked.
was in the top 5 after that. Like, I don't know how that car was destroyed, but he was still running like decent.
Because he
and-
was actually really good. Like he had a really fast car this weekend. He finished 15th, which was not
Yeah.
very good.
But no, that didn't reflect where he was running even after the crash.
yeah,
He was he was like at one point. I mean, I looked up and he was in 6th place, and it's like, what are you doing here?
Maybe Hill did
Yeah.
it on purpose.
McDowell still finished top 10, by the way. So
yeah. McDowell finished top 10. And he just had they had some damage. I think splitter damage because he had flat tires from spinning out. And so they had to just adjust on the car all day to get it back, and he ended up finishing with Ryan Blaney, who I don't really know what happened to him, but he just never really got back.
I
up
don't
there.
think this. I think pitting. I think splitting stage 1.5. I don't think that was the right call. I just think that was.
They actually lost spots to Ross Chastain, who spun and hit the 77 car. I thought that would have for sure broke a toe link. And Ross Chastain ended up he was 10th after he spun out and hit 77 car, and he actually finished 7th. So I actually don't know how Ross Chastain ended up gaining spots after sideswiping.
This is where I wish I had HBO Max because I'd love to go back and watch like the final 20 laps and see.
And that just gives me a lot of like I don't know, confidence in saying that SVG and Connor Zilic would have definitely been by far the best cars. Because if Ross Chastain could spin out and still finish 7th, like with the same tires, he didn't pit in that entire time. Like this was like, dude, the 2 actual good road course racers were gonna absolutely dominate at the end of this race. But
I'm still skeptical. It would have been interesting to see, but I don't think so. I don't know.
I just think
Because-
SVG was by far the better, like the best car. He just had.
I don't think he had the. See,
low.
that's the thing. Like, there's no doubt in my mind he was the best driver. I don't think he had the best car though. I think just what we saw at the beginning of stage 1. It's like, I don't know. He looked very vulnerable for the first time in a long time when he's at somewhere not named Coda.
I just think he was playing it super safe, and he had a little bit of a tire issue. So, yeah.
It would have been interesting to see for sure.
It would have been. It would have been interesting, but Austin Hill hates joy and happiness, so he just
Austin Hill did the world a service by not giving us like another SVG road course one. Because guess what? It's going to happen this weekend.
It will.
Yeah, probably.
Don't worry.
Anyways,
Connor Zilich will.
we talked a little bit about it at the beginning, but Mr. Heim Time gets his first NASCAR Cup Series win.
That's cool.
I honestly didn't expect it, but once things played out, I did expect it because he figured out the car. He had the whole race to figure it out, and he's always been a really good road racer in the Truck Series, and he's always been really good at saving his tires. So, what did this race happen? All of that.
He should thank Austin Hill.
And the other guy that is a fast road course racer, but not very good at saving his tires on road courses for some reason, but he's good at Darlington and other tracks, is Tyler Reddick. And he was fast at the beginning, but kind of burned his stuff up. And then had a flat tire after he got past.
Woo!
Played into Corey Haim's hands.
That wasn't even... What was interesting to me about that flat tire for Reddick is it wasn't even the tire he made contact with Haim. So it must have been something else, like he ran over something or hit a wall at some point that we didn't see.
Probably just flat spotted it, doing something.
I didn't even see him flat spot it though. Like I didn't see what happened to Connor Zilich at Watkins Glen. Is all I'm saying. But like, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, some other people that had really good races. Bub Wallace, best road course race of his entire career by
that was a really good race.
He was 2 laps down at one point, and still finished second.
That's a good point. Yeah,
he did an amazing job.
I did not see in the year that 2311 has had. I did not see his first top 2 finish being at a street course that we've never seen before. That one was not on the bingo card.
And he did it by passing Kyle Larson on the final lap, which we never saw.
Yeah, because he's a washed-up bum.
No, I think it's just because Larson is
also
fast road racer. But I just want to tell you, the second Hendrick car was 12th place. The next cars were 26th and out of the race, 32nd. But yeah, basically Hendrick still sucks, and Larson is kind of carrying them right now. But yeah. Actually, Byron just made a skill issue. He just crashed like on his own.
I didn't see what happened to Byron. I don't remember.
He hit the inside wall in the same corner SVG hit it in qualifying and broke the steering.
Okay.
That's
Byron's century of humiliation.
Also, I wouldn't say that Larson is carrying right now. Like Chase Elliott is right with him. Like now we didn't run that well, but
I mean,
he's 2 points behind him in points.
Yeah, but like. I'm just saying, like, on the road courses, Larson is carrying Hendrick right now. That's what I was saying.
Okay, on the road courses, sure.
Zane Smith finishes 4th. He qualified well, ran pretty okay, and got the finish.
This is 3 weeks in a row he's run really well, and he finally finished the job.
I mean, really, ever since Prime started, he's run really well. It's just he didn't get a few finishes.
He did have a good car in the 600, that's right. What was after the 600? Nashville. Yeah, he ran well at Nashville. Ran good at Michigan. Did he run good at Michigan? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he ran good at Michigan, and then he got the flat tire. Anyways, AJ Allmendinger finishes 5th. He apparently had a scuffle with Riley Herbst on the last lap, who was running 5th.
Really?
Until he finished 8th.
What was Riley Herbst doing up there, bro?
Yeah, what do you mean?
His team was having a banner day, and he was just doing good, I guess.
Yeah.
He's already out of a job. Can he Riley Herbst sucking again?
Riley Herbst was like running 5th, and it's like, man, he's doing so good, and he was still
imagine
last
if he
of his
did
teammates.
that.
Yeah, Riley Herbst actually had the best race of his career, no doubt. Today, he was a top 10 car the entire race, even when Tyler Reddick,
you can tell,
and Corey Haim weren't even there.
Yeah,
he was still there.
You can tell he's making improvements. He's getting.
The only thing that didn't happen with him is once Reddick and Haim and Wallace had their issues out of the way and figured out how to drive, they leapfrogged him. That's the only thing that happened. Was Herbst didn't get better throughout the day. He kind of like stayed at the same spot. I mean, obviously he did get better, but like he didn't get better faster than the other guys did. So he still almost finished top 5. And I'm gonna be honest, like he's actually kind of a good road course racer because at Mexico last year he was running 12th until I think Hocevar or Stenhouse, someone wrecked him late in the race. But like that was one of his best runs too. So I don't know what it is about these new road course races, but he's been pretty good at them. So
I thought he wrecked himself because then he almost drove across the racetrack straight into Stenhouse.
anyways.
I do remember him driving straight across the racetrack and almost straight into Stenhouse. I don't remember how that happened.
He missed Stenhouse. That's right. He missed him.
Yeah. He almost
I think it was Stenhouse that was like pulling out into traffic or something, almost into him or something like that. Anyways.
Maybe that's what it was because Hocevar dumped him. I don't remember.
Yeah, and then Chris Buescher 6th, AJ Allmendinger 5th. By the way, let me tell you about AJ Allmendinger. One thing, he mentioned it in his post-race prime interview. AJ has limited to no sim time at Chevy. And he is finishing top 5 at a track that nobody has seen before with 50 minutes of practice. His teammate finished the race 30th, by the way. 30th. AJ is insane right now. If he had a half decent car, I wouldn't even say his car is C tier. It's probably D tier.
Oh, his car is terrible. They get zero Chevy support. They are on zero. They are a half step above Rick Ware. This is a horrible race car.
And he's finishing 5th. Imagine
they might be on the same level as Rick Ware. Yeah, it might just be how bad Cody Ware is.
Imagine if he had any sort of support, he would be battling SVG. Like I'm just gonna say that he would be out there with him.
Yeah, maybe he goes somewhere and get a good ride. Nope. Colleague announced he's pretty much stuck there.
AJ he doesn't play around with the Sims.
He's stuck there until 2031, 32 is what they said.
AJ's
still going to be like 53 when that happens.
AJ's not
they
running
have to
that
become
long.
Ram, bro.
AJ cannot run that long, bro. He's getting old.
He can.
Anyways, I'm just saying, like, and people don't really recognize this, but when SVG was running part-time in the Cup Series that first year while he was doing O'Reilly, AJ was being shoved into the 13 car most weeks for Colleague, and both of them were running pretty similar. SVG was a little bit better than him, but AJ was also being in the third Colleague car that was like part-time, and he was only like 2 or 3 spots, 5.
The only race I remember was, again, Watkins Glen in 24, and he was right with SVG, and they broke something like 10 laps in.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
He never really got a chance to show himself. AJ Allmendinger is so underrated. I would love to see him. I would love for Dodge to get here and make a good race car so that Colleague can be somewhat halfway decent.
Yeah.
Because he's genuinely a playoff contender. I know we haven't gone over
he is,
but I mean,
it's not even just the road courses. He's been doing good on the ovals lately too, while Ty Dillon's been Ty Dilloning. But yeah,
he's 21 points out right now. Like that is not.
And we're at Sonoma next week, which
if he goes and wins at Sonoma, he's more than likely going to be in the playoffs or in the chase. That's crazy.
Yeah. Other than that, I would say John Nemechek finished 16th. Eric Jones finished 20th. Legacy guys, once again, kind of...
Let me talk about my RFK guys. They had a good race.
Yeah,
I think RFK brought 2 top 5 cars, and even Brad Keselowski, he got caught up in the Austin Hill wreck. But in stage 1, he started 30th. By the time the caution came out,
He's
he
like
was in
15th
20th,
or
I think.
something.
Like he gained like 10, 11, 12 spots in
I
that
think he was
run.
higher than that, but I was
Yeah, I mean,
noticing
he
him
like
because he was climbing.
Brad gets a lot of flack on road courses, and some of it is deserved, but a lot of his poor finishes have been mechanical failures. Like, I know for sure Watkins Glen and the Roval last year, both races were going to be top 10s, or on track, on pace to be top 10s, top 12s. Watkins Glen, he had a tire failure late, and the Roval, he had something mechanical go wrong, maybe a drive shaft or something. But it looked like it was going to be another one of those qualify 30th, drive up to the top 15, finish around 12th for Keselowski. Didn't get the chance to see that. Ryan Preece got the most stage points. Second in stage one, won stage two. And then Chris Buescher, again, I think he had a top 5 race car. Maybe he had the best. I think that splitter damage he got hurt him, but even then, he still led laps after that. I thought he was in the catbird seat at the end until Ricky Stenhouse brought out the caution. That did not help Chris at
Hey,
all.
we didn't talk about something.
What did we not talk about?
Carson Hocevar.
What did? Oh, I mean,
Well-
Hocevar. Yeah, that Hocevar has run good on street courses. I mean, last year at Chicago, he qualified good. He just slapped the wall early,
Oof.
and he
He had a
qualified
little
second.
Sam Mayer moment.
Yeah, he qualified second at San Diego.
By the way, I
was
think
running.
Most of our dumped.
Sorry, I think we're starting to cut a little close.
We are.
No, we're good. It's not even
Okay.
5 o'clock yet.
Anyways, one other thing we maybe should briefly mention is the battle of the mid between Kevin and Magnussen.
Good old fashioned poop off.
Kevin Magnussen was not mid. Kevin
I saw
Magnussen
that on
no,
Twitter. The poop off.
For
I
his-
saw that.
Yeah,
For his first race, Kevin Magnussen did pretty good.
Yeah,
Mid-
he was like
Kevin
finished
Magnussen
like
should have
seventh.
How
punched.
many races has Kevin
He should've
Magnussen
gone,
run in a
like-
full-bodied stock car?
He should have done that.
He
Kevin
actually
Magnussen
does
should have
Like
IMSA,
shown what
so-
Gaines
yeah,
can
like
do.
okay, SVG came over and raced. The stock car,
Like, he's basically
the next
it's
gen
basically
is
a
very
supercar.
similar to a supercar. This is
Yeah.
nothing. They are the F1 and NASCAR stock cars are not any. They have a gas pedal and a brake pedal, and that's it. F1 cars don't even have a clutch pedal. That is the only similarities between the two.
Once
I mean, I will
Noah-
say he does run some IMSA stuff, but I don't
Still,
know
I
how
mean,
much of that has been GT. So
I mean, even
Um,
I don't even consider GT3s a fair, like genuinely the only thing that I would say, like, if you ran it would be like, oh, you might get some sort of help would be a supercar. I wouldn't even say a GT3 car is going to help you that much.
yeah. And our last place finisher was Christopher Bell / Brent Cruz, who looked like he grabbed the shifter and just didn't know how wasn't used to the cars the way that they work, and it just bumped it forward while trying to shift backwards and broke the
Wait, Brent Cruz subbed in?
broke the shaft.
Yes, he filled in after the first caution.
Oh.
Yeah. He was probably going to finish top 20, but, so goes.
I know that first restart, he dropped like a rock, and it's like, hey, welcome. That was his welcome to the big league.
He had the oldest tires. He was the furthest back on the
Yeah.
oldest tires, so I don't know.
They kind of set him up for failure there, but
Yeah.
Hey.
He kind of
filling
leveled
in-
out around 23rd or something, and then that happened.
he was running better than Bell was gonna finish. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
Experience is experience.
Just judging, yeah. The booth said it was a mechanical failure, but judging by the video I saw and how loud the engine spiked, I'm gonna say he downshifted. He money shifted is what it sounded like.
He's just.
I just don't
um,
think he.
He's just a child.
The thing is like some people are saying he like forgot what he was doing. I think he knew what he was doing. He just hasn't been in the car and grabbing the shifter.
Oh shoot!
He accidentally just bumped it forward while trying to shift backwards. He just like,
Pause it.
so yeah. I just don't think it was that big of an issue for Cruz. Anyways, point standings after this race. Somehow Tyler Reddick is now only 8 points ahead of Denny Hamlin after a road race. Ryan Blaney
Insane.
3rd, Kyle Larson up to 4th, Ty Gibbs 5th, Chase Elliott down to 6th, Chris Buescher 7th, Dan Suarez 8th, Carson Hocevar 9th, Chase Briscoe 10th, Bubba Wallace moves up 2 spots to 11th, Christopher Bell down 2 to 12th, Byron down 2 to 13, Eric Jones up 1 to 14. Austin Cindric is somehow still in the chase at 15th. I never saw his name once at this race. Anyways, Ryan Preece up 3 to 16th, and Shane Van Gisbergen falls out of the chase, down 3 at a road course.
The chase should be 12
17th.
people, but okay.
But some people I do want to highlight quickly. AJ Allmendinger only 21 points out, as we said. Michael McDowell right behind him, another gray road racer. And Ross Chastain, sneaky, has had a few good finishes. Wouldn't count him out. Zane Smith right behind him. Actually, not really right behind him. A good 11 points back. But yeah.
I do
Never
want
count
to
out
say.
those 3.
Also, just keep in mind, it's been 5 weeks of absolute doom and despair for Brad Keselowski. If they can ever right this ship, he's only like 13 points out. Like, it has been 5 weeks.
I think they can because they got some short tracks coming up. So
He was very good at Iowa last year. He's been decent at Richmond in the past.
the problem
like,
is a lot of people.
Since Charlotte, he has not finished better than 34th. So,
yeah,
the fact that they've had that bad of races for a month straight now, and he's
Brad
only
did not
15
like
out.
Prime.
He did not like Prime. You're right. Like Sonoma, he's probably gonna lose points again.
27.
Not sure about Chicagoland, but Atlanta, he finished second there last year. Wilkesboro, I don't know how they did in the. I forgot how they did in the All-Star race last year. Indy, he almost won that in 2024. Iowa was good, so they've got some good tracks once we get past, I would say, Chicago. Like Chicago's kind of a question mark right now, and Brad is not a fantastic road course racer. So, yeah, I think that's it for Cup Series.
Yep. Moving on, we got.
Oh wait, we didn't rank it.
I did. 8 out of 10 for me.
I give it a 9 out of 10. That was a fantastic race.
I thought it was really fun. I do hope next year.
If they do it.
First off, I hope they come back.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the issues. Chicago had less problems.
Well, they could fix
Chicago
don't think it
was
has
good. They're easy fixes. Kind of.
8 out of
Traffic,
10.
not so
9
much.
Out of 10, 8 out of 10. What do you give Tate?
8.
All right. 8 out of 10.
All right. So, the next race that happened was IndyCar at Road America. Actually,
Who
happened
cares?
before this one.
Who cares?
This was another
great.
really good
It
IndyCar
was
race at
Shut up,
a road
bro.
course. Christian Lundgaard is becoming a amazing road course racer. He's honestly like challenging Palou on a pure pace standpoint nowadays, even though Palou made a mistake and sped
His
on pit
team,
road.
actually, he made a mistake.
Even Lundgaard had an issue. On lap 1, he ran into the back of Scott Dixon coming to the green and had to replace his front wing. So he technically really started this race in last and ended up winning after a few different things. And they had a one-lap shootout because Marcus Armstrong, who was leading, had an engine failure with like 3 laps to go, I think. Just heartbreak for him again. Leading on the last lap of the Indy 500, leading 3 laps to go here. Just absolute heartbreak for him.
This is boring.
Anyways, once they got going again,
Dude,
Graham Rahal was in 3rd, and he got
podcast.
Hey,
kind
this was
of
a good
wrecked
race.
by
Shut up.
Will Power. So, a little bit feisty on the track there. Tate is being very disrespectful to the great sport of IndyCar. But anyways,
what's the
I gave this race a 7 out of 10. It was a really solid IndyCar
I give it an 8.
Road America.
I liked it. 8.
IndyCar's washed.
All right, buddy.
IndyCar is not
Anyways.
watched. They just suck at advertising.
Points.
I also didn't watch the race,
quickly.
so I don't know.
Quickly looking at points. Christian Lugard is 77 back of Alex Palou. David Malukas is 60 back. With the speed Lugard has been having lately, I would say it's still probably over, but
Is
It's
never
over.
Malukas,
count him out.
No, it's over.
where's Malukas at in points? Second or third?
Second, 60,
Second?
60
Let's
points
go.
back. Kyle Kirkwood is third, 61 points back. So top 4, kind of close. Not really.
Are you
but
not playing the game, Tate? Are you just watching clips?
It's a YouTube.
Yes.
It's a 2-hour loop on YouTube.
Yeah, he's actually.
Like,
The
he's
entire
got that
point
on
of the
speed
game is
dial.
you have
That's
to
what's
swipe
sad
with your
about
finger. That would be very hard for him to do in this situation.
It's my mind.
All right.
Anyways, some other racing that happened very quickly. ARCA Pocono last week. Laney Bice is really good, and Gio Ruggiero wins. Motocross Thunder Valley. Jet Lawrence won that first moto, and over some German guys that came over. Deegan went down twice, and then Jet won the second one, and Deegan finished third after Hunter Lawrence kind of crashed while passing him. And then this week, Hunter Lawrence decided to beat Jet Lawrence both times. So kind of a little bit of back and forth. And I really like motocross, but Tate hates it. Anyways, and also F2 last week at Spain. Colton Herta missed out on a podium position on the final lap in the sprint race. It was his best race of the year by far. And then in the regular race, he was running top 5 for a bit and then finished 15th at the end. I don't really know what happened, but yeah, kind of cooked. So yeah, now we will move on.
Wait.
to-
One more thing. Quickly shout out my boy Cam Waters over in Supercars. They had the Triple Crown this week. First, second, and third in all 3 races won the weekend. That's my GOAT for those concerned, Cam Waters. So yeah,
I don't think nobody's concerned, but
I am. Shut
Yeah.
up about Cam Waters. He's awesome.
Next is
anyways,
breaking news.
breaking news. Let's see. First off, last week it was announced that Ford will be having their hypercar program next year with McLaren. Both of them making their first debut next year in hypercar for WEC. Both of them also not ruling out an IMSA debut within the next 3 years. So I think McLaren said kind of no, but they said wouldn't be surprised if they do it. But I think they have to sell a certain amount of cars. So it'd be a little bit harder for the United States. And then wanted to bring up a little bit of good news for IndyCar is their weekend attendance at the Detroit race was 156,000, which is pretty good. And their qualifying was the highest rated qualifying outside of the Indianapolis 500 at 343,000 viewers. And they also had record merch sales for the track venue.
The merch.
So maybe the downtown instead of the Belle Isle was a good idea. I don't know.
The merch.
No.
Think about the
I don't know.
money.
I thought that race was pretty good
Sucks.
anyways.
No, it doesn't.
the
You think everything sucks.
2027 WEC calendar came out, and it's pretty much the same other than we got Qatar, first race of the year, Italy, Imola, second race. Then we got Silverstone is back, April 25th. United Kingdom, you got McLaren and Aston Martin being home race for them. Belgium being Spa. The Le Mans race, which is this time is actually going to be 5 races or 4 races before Le Mans instead of 3, like there usually is. Brazil,
They broke
Sao Paulo.
tradition.
U.S. the Lone Star Le Mans as September 12th. Japan 6 hours of Fuji, and Bahrain still ending the year out. 8 hours, actually, yeah, 8 hours of Bahrain. So And they also announced some new regulations for 2030. One platform now for both IMSA and WEC, and it's going to be two-wheel drive, and all the cars will be hybrid. So cool.
Oh man, that means the Valkyrie and Cadillac's gonna be lame now.
They're both hybrid right now, bro.
Yeah, they're both.
Oh,
Part of what makes the Caddy so great is it's like it's hybrid.
You
and
start
it's
on
really
the battery
high-pitched.
and then it goes.
Yeah, it's really high pitched.
Oh yeah,
and then the
that's
engine
right.
kicks
I
in.
forgot.
It's like it's awesome.
Other
I
than
forgot.
that, it's pretty much the same regulations, other than they will also be allowing hydrogen cars to run post 2030. So cool. Anyways, Chris Buescher has signed a multi-year extension with RFK Racing.
I was a little
And
worried about
Luke
this.
is
I'm not
happy.
gonna lie. Now announce
Um,
Ryan Priest, please, and my life is yours. Actually, it already is. I'm not.
Another thing I want to talk about is the that I didn't really put on here is the cover for NASCAR 26 was announced this week at San Diego, and
It's
it
Kyle
is Kyle
Larson.
Larson.
Guys, look up Kyle Larson iRacing.
Also, Rick Rowe Racing has announced that they will be going drag racing. They're
They're
literally
not already doing that.
infesting every. I know that's
Rick
what my
where?
thought was.
At Fan Day last year, they had a
They had
Yeah.
it the year before.
yeah they've
I don't know. Bro.
okay.
Anyways,
alright. I didn't know that was new.
I know. I thought it was old news, but I guess not. The O'Reilly race at Pocono delivered 1.111 million viewers, up 28% from the same weekend last year, and viewership peaked at 1.3 million viewers. It's a 17th consecutive race over a million viewers pre-rain delay. So, really good ratings for CW, obviously. Also, Josh Berry last week was announced that he will be leaving the 21, and this week they announced that Jesse Love will be driving the 21. Career suicide. But okay.
What? Josh Berry's leaving? What?
Shoot.
I didn't.
The
Jesse Love
Pocono
made the
Cup
worst
race.
mistake.
Two Josh Berry fans are crying right now.
The Pocono Cup race earned 1.66 million viewers, and the post race averaged 1.03 million viewers. The post race was up quite a bit, but the actual race was down. That was likely due to the race being pushed up 2 hours because of weather that ended up hitting the track a few hours after the race. And also, Supercars is planning on doing a NASCAR showcase at their Gold Coast 500. So I don't know how many drivers or who's going to be there, but they're planning on having a few older NASCARs to run some laps around that awesome street circuit.
Is it that where Kurt Busch is like running his monster car, but on it he's got Bush's 8 on it, correct?
I think so.
Okay. I saw that. I wasn't sure what the showcase was for though. So
And other than that, the final news of the week is the entry list for both races. The Cup Series is just a 36. That's what happens when we're on the West Coast and the payout is not super amazing. And we're on a road course. But Connor Zilic is in the 1 car for the O'Reilly race, and Shane Van Gisbergen is in a 9. We'll get a repeat of last year, probably.
hopefully that was awesome.
Yeah. Ross Chastain is also running in the 32. So all 3 Trackhouse guys doing double duty. Leland Honeyman got moved out of his car to run the 71 this weekend. So Carson Kvapil will be in the 91, and actually, Mr. Raja Caruth gets to stay in his 88, so that's nice. Just unfortunate that he's going to be absolutely dogged on by his other teammates, but that's how it goes sometimes. Anyways, with that being said,
Power ranking time presented by Luke Breadstick.
All right, and now it's time for the power rankings. I had to film this a day later. That's why the wardrobe's different. Sorry if that throws you off a little bit. Um, just something to clear up. I don't know if I've made this clear or not, but even if we don't do an episode a week, or if I cannot make the episode, I always do a power rankings. So just because we didn't film last week does not mean I did not update my power rankings. So I'll quickly run through that right quick, just so that you kind of know where we are heading into Coronado, and then I'll do Coronados. So uh post Pocono, I dropped Christopher Bell out of the top 10, put him at my honorable mention spot, mainly just because think we kind of saw like the effects of how bad the wrist was. I didn't think after Pocono or after Michigan it was going to be as bad as it was. So once we learned out he broke his wrist, and we saw this pace of the 20, I felt that was fair to drop him out of the top 10. And even if I didn't after Pocono, after Coronado, it became clear that that was probably the right move. So Bell outside the top 10. I don't normally like to do more than 3 positions a week. I want to keep it, fair. Like, I don't want somebody who, runs 30th every week, you know, to win a race outright dominant. That doesn't mean they're, the 5th best car. It's like, no, they had to set up 1 week, but I think in this case that was fair. So Bell out of the top 10. At 10, I have Chase Briscoe back in the rankings. At 9, I had Chris Buescher +1. At 8, I had William Byron back in the rankings as well. At 7, I had Eric Jones +2. At 6, I had Chase Elliott +1. At 5, I had Ty Gibbs -1. At 4, I had Ryan Blaney -1. At 3, I had Kyle Larson +2. At 2, I had Tyler Reddick. And at 1, I had Denny Hamlin. Both of those did not change. Now, after Coronado, my rankings look as follows. I dropped Chase Briscoe out. It's between Briscoe, Suarez, and I'll throw Hocevar in there, but Hocevar I think is a half step behind those two right now. Hocevar is faster than Suarez, but he's just also more inconsistent, and I'm liking the consistency more out of Suarez than I am the outright pace, but kind of lack of speed, or lack of, what do you call it? Just consistency from Hocevar. But between Briscoe and Suarez, and I would throw Eric Jones in there now. William Byron, I was not very impressed with at Coronado, so I don't have him. But those two right now, it is so close. It is so close between who is in and who is out. This week I have Briscoe out, and I have Daniel Suarez at number 10. 4 of his last 5 races are top 13s. That's impressive. And kind of the same thing with Briscoe. Like, yeah, he's got a 3rd place in there at or I guess a 2nd place at Nashville, but it's like he also has some just not very good runs mixed in with there, whereas Suarez is more lacking on the speed, but very consistently top 15. So I picked Suarez this week. He's the 2022 Sonoma winner, so he's got to win where we're heading. And 5 of his last road and street course races are top 14s. So again, right around that top 15 area, even on the road. So probably going to be a 10th place car this week once again. Dropping Eric Jones 2 spots to number 9. Before Coronado, he had 5 straight top 13s. 3 of those were in the top 6. That is very impressive for a legacy car. I could have dropped him out of the rankings, but I want to see. I know that he's not the best road course racer, so if he can run well at Sonoma, I feel like Chicagoland is next. I feel like they could have speed there. So I'm going to hope to keep him in the top 10, but if he runs abysmal at Sonoma, kind of like he did at Coronado, it's probably goodbye to Eric Jones for at least a week. So yeah, one downside is it doesn't look like it's going to get much better. He's got 4 straight finishes at Sonoma that are 19th or worse, and 15 of his last 17 road course races also match that, being 19th or worse. 12 of his last 17 are 25th or worse. So Eric Jones is not the best road course racer. We'll have to see how he does this week. Probably not going to stick around in the top 10, but I imagine after Chicago, he'll probably be back once we're away from road courses. This is just Eric Jones's weakest game. At number 8, who had Bubba Wallace re-entering my power rankings after a road course, and much less a street course, we've never seen. But Bubba Wallace, P2, his best run of the season, I would say. Maybe not best, but I would say most impressive. Definitely most impressive. Um, these are this is some of Wallace's best runs he's ever. That was one of Wallace's best runs he's ever had at a road course. Will it continue into Sonoma? Time will tell. I don't know. But yeah, that was a run that he needed to gain some momentum because he had been free falling for a bit. Not all of it was his fault. A lot of it was just circumstantial. Some of it he could have prevented, but I think it goes all the way back to Martinsville, kind of when it started, and that was entirely his fault. So, but nice to get a good run for Bubba back into the top 10. I'm dropping Chase Elliott a spot. I think a lot of broadcasters like to keep this up that Chase Elliott's a good road course racer. It's not 2020, 2021, even 2022 anymore. I think we can drop that narrative. That being said, 3 of his last 7 road and street courses, he does have top 8s in him, but also 3 of those 7, he's finished outside the top 15, 2 of those outside the top 20. And he's only finished top 10 in once in the last 6 overall races, not road and street, just 2026 races. Chase Elliott has seemed to, I've noticed this. It seems he's traded a token of his normal consistency for outright raw pace. Like in 23, 24, 25, the story with Chase Elliott was he was so consistent. Always so consistent running inside the top 10. But between 2023 to 2025, he collected 3 wins total. That was it with Elliott. Whereas now, not even halfway through the year, he's already got 2 wins, but he's already got 2 DNFs. That took him. It took him 26 weeks the last 2 years to get there. And it just seems like he's traded a token of that consistency for more outright raw pace and race wins. So, if I was Chase Elliott Nation, I would be totally fine with that trade-off. Maybe now it's not the best time to do it with the Chase, but I'd say it's he's a little bit wilder, but he's also running up front more often. Like the Michigan mistake, that's kind of what stands out to me. Like, man, that's something that Chase Elliott normally doesn't do, but also, he's fighting for second place. That's something we haven't seen very much. The 3 years before this year, Chase Elliott fighting for a win. So, I think he's a top 5 speed. It's just I don't think they're a top 5 team right now, if that makes sense. Chris Buescher up 3 spots. I thought he may have had the best car on Sunday until the damage. Even after that, I thought he was still a top 5 car. Finished P6. It's 3 top 9s in a row for Chris Buescher. 2 bad weeks of Charlotte and Nashville. Behind him now, it looks like they're back on their top 10 ways. 4 of the last 5 road and street courses he has top 12s in, and he's led laps in 3 out of the 5 of those. That being said, in the last 7 races that we've run this year, he's only led 7 laps. And I believe those all came on Sunday in Coronado. So Chris Buescher is kind of what Chase Elliott was from 23 to 25. And that's kind of where I was saying if I'm Chase Elliott Nation, I'm okay with what's happening because I'd be okay if it happened as Chris Buescher fan. I'd be totally fine if we wrecked a couple more cars in there, but hey, instead of having 2 wins over the last, I guess, 2.5 seasons, if we had, 3, 4, 5 wins, but we totaled a couple more race cars, I'd be fine with that trade-off. So, Chris Buescher, very consistent as always. Just never a good enough top 5 car to challenge for the win. If he does have a top 5 car, he's probably going to finish 4th or 5th. Look at Texas. So, I think this 17, I think they're a new car body away. And really, Roush as a total. I thought Roush had a great race on Sunday. I think Roush is just a new Ford Mustang away from being competitive. Until that happens, I think we're going to see them in this perpetual 5th to 10th place range. And they might be able to sneak out a win every now and then. But Regardless, Chris Buescher, I think, is by far the best Ford driver that is not named Ryan Blaney. I think Ryan Preece put a little bit of a dent in that one on Sunday, but it's still going to take a whole lot more out of him for me to see otherwise. I've got Buescher at 6. At number 5, no change to the top 5, actually. And maybe it's because it was a street course. It was hard for me to make up my mind, but honestly, I think they're all just kind of, like Reddick and Hamlin are like neck and neck. And then Larson, I'd say, is a step ahead of them. And then Blaney and Gibbs are kind of neck and neck. And honestly, Gibbs is kind of dropping a little bit. But I also think that he is so clear of 6th on back, it really doesn't matter. 7 of his last 8 road, excuse me, 7 of his last 8 road and street courses, he's got top 15s in, and 4 of those 8, he's got top 7s. Road and street courses have become one of Gibbs' best strengths in his career. And like I was saying with his whole like dropping off, ever since his Bristol win, he has an 18.75 average finish overall. So while he runs well, the whole like, oh, he hasn't finished outside the top 6 other than like plate tracks, that is gone. That is out the window. Ty Gibbs is kind of he's not, I would say he's still better than he has been the past couple of years, but he is not the same that he was at the start of the year. So, could expect to see the 54 drop more. But right now, I think he's comfortably number 5. It's going to take some mistakes for him to substantially drop. I got Ryan Blaney at number 4. 7 of his last 8 road and street course finishes, he's finished in the top 14, much like Ty Gibbs. He's got 7 straight top 11s this year. That's pretty impressive. Ryan Blaney is honestly, I'd say, one of the most underrated road course racers. Like, he won the pole at Watkins Glen last year. He won the Roval in 2018. I don't think he has any other road course wins. I could be wrong, but always usually top 10, top 8 in speed. And, sometimes like the Roval, that turns into top 5 speed if a couple people get taken out, and that turns into a race win if a couple more people get taken out. So Ryan Blaney is kind of sneaky good at road courses. Kind of goes under the radar, but yeah, another good run on Sunday. Kind of faded late, but still top 10. Won a stage, got the second most stage points, I think, behind Ryan Preece. So a great run for Ryan Blaney. At number 3, I've got Kyle Larson. I've kind of been like, I hadn't realized how good he's been the last couple of weeks. He's got 3 top 5s in a row. And 3 of his last 4 road and street courses, he's finished in the top 6. So, he's always been a good road racer. He's got a couple wins. Watkins Glen 21 and 22, I believe. I could be wrong on that one. I'm sure I'm missing another one too. Sonoma's his home track. So he's won a couple Sonoma races too. I'm remembering that now as well. So he's going to be fast. If SVG was in on the race, he'd probably be my pick. But what are you going to do? I got Tyler Reddick at number 2. 6 of his last 7 road and street courses have been top 10s. That would be 7 in a row if he didn't blow a tire with 2 laps to go. I don't think he's falling out of the top 10 with a 12-second gap over P3. So that's just me. But he has kind of hit a bit of a dry slump. I pointed out that his, I believe, Nashville, I think. I don't remember where, but somewhere this year he got wrecked across the line, still finished 7th. I'm blanking on what it was. It may have been Michigan. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. I don't know why, but he wrecked across the line, still finished 7th, and it's like, I think Ty Gibbs. I think Tyler Reddick is going to look back in a couple of weeks and like, yeah, that was a very hard hit, but kind of be thankful because it's like, hey man, if that happens, 20 seconds earlier, you're finishing 20th, 25th, and you're losing a bunch of points. And so it's like, hey, kind of salvage those, kind of lucky moments where like, yeah, you ended up with a junk race car. Yeah, that was a hard hit, but you you didn't lose any points from it, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. 2 of his last 3 finishes have been 25th or worse. He is bleeding points right now. Bleeding points to Denny Hamlin. What was a 120 plus point lead has faded to just 8 over the span of a month. So he needs a good run. Sonoma is a great racetrack for him. Well, actually, just road courses in general are home race as well. So Tyler Reddick at number 2, number 1 Denny Hamlin. I wouldn't say he's starting to put a gap between himself and Tyler Reddick, but I'm no longer struggling between the two. Like, it's still Hamlin, and then it's Reddick just behind him, but it's no longer their, neck and neck. Hamlin's got a car length on him, so Reddick might be right behind him, but he is behind him. I can tell you that right now. And for Denny Hamlin, his worst game that he's got right now, he's got 3 straight top 16s on road and street courses. Not amazing by any means, but for Denny Hamlin, even if he does bleed some points to Reddick this year, if he finishes top 15, Reddick finishes, top 5, Reddick gets 8 stage points, you're going to walk out of 2 race tracks that were, detrimental to Denny Hamlin, 30 points behind him. I would say Denny Hamlin would take that. Especially entering Coronado back 20. If you told Denny Hamlin that he'd leave Sonoma, only losing 10 points to Tyler Reddick, I bet he'd be thrilled. So, with that being said, his Sonoma stats are not great. This seems to be the one road course that Denny Hamlin has not figured out, and I don't know why, because it's the one road course that's been on the schedule for forever. His last top 19 at Sonoma was 2021. So, he has not finished better than 19 or better than 20th since we've got to the next gen car. So, we'll have to see if Denny Hamlin figures that out come Sunday. Again, I'm expecting Reddick to probably leave with about a 30-point lead over Hamlin. But, yep. That's the power rankings. Thanks for watching.
So, who is
F1
winning?
Xfinity Cup.
Yeah,
what we're doing.
Sure.
O'Reilly.
There no
All right, let's do
trucks?
F1 first. F1.
Antonelli.
No,
Antonelli, baby.
I'm actually going to pick Lewis Hamilton again. Ferrari's bringing an upgrade this weekend, and it's 7 extra horsepower at a track that is pretty fast. So,
where are they this week? I wasn't listening.
Austria.
Okay.
So,
Charles
Antonelli.
Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's winning.
Okay, man.
yeah. He's winning first car to flip over. After George Russell sends it into turn 2.
This is slander.
All right, Tate, what'd you say? Antonelli?
Kimi Antonelli.
All right. Lewis Hamilton, Antonelli, Charles Leclerc. Anyways, O'Reilly, who's winning this?
Stan Van Gisbergen.
You have two answers.
Russia Caruth. No, give me Zilich.
I'm actually torn on this one because last year's Zilich was not the better car, but he did win. So
this is Zilich's car. This is his baby.
Maybe it is.
Give me Brent. I'm Connor.
You know what? I'm gonna say something crazy happens, and this is the week. Carson Kvapil. Never mind. I'm just joking.
No, he is not winning in the 91 car.
Anyways, yeah, his car will win though. It's Connor Zilich in it, but yeah.
3 Connor Ziliches.
it's bad
one
for
Shane.
I'm going to make a supplemental pick. If something happens with the top 2, because they will be running top 2, something happens with them, Parker Retzlaff will win this race.
No,
the Brent Cruz car will win actually.
Brent Cruz.
No, because Brent Cruz is also going to be caught up in it.
No, there's going to be
Brent Cruz will be Austin Hill this week.
He might. Okay.
Shane and Zilich are just going to go like crash, and then Brent Cruz is going to win. But Parker Retzlaff is going to come in behind and wreck him and win.
And Austin Hill will send it through the grass into the campsite. Anyways, Cup Series, Sonoma. Who we got?
I haven't thought
Shane
about this
Bank
one.
is burning.
I'm not saying SVG. I'm not saying SVG.
I'm going
saying it.
against it. I am. Whatever
Boy, I wonder
Squidward's
what he's
rant
gonna
was.
say.
Who did I pick? Because I picked someone already.
He's picking Chris Buescher
Oh,
again.
yeah. No, I'm not picking Chris Buescher.
Y'all don't
I'm
see
not
it.
picking him to win. I'm not picking him to win. I'm gonna pick him, but I
Agreed.
don't want to pick SVG. I don't want to be boring. And also I think he's gonna beat him in the bracket. Spoiler alert. So Ryan Preece.
Okay. So I'm
Here's the-
actually picking SVG because it actually worked. My plan worked last week. It just worked a little bit too well. Took out
Plan.
the person that I wanted to win. But anyways, SVG is my pick. Wink, 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 wink.
Okay.
Y'all don't
God.
I
see
see
it.
what you're doing.
God, please, please, for the
But-
love of God.
We're building to another
Anyways.
Daniel Suarez Sonoma win.
Okay, man.
This
That actually,
Chris
I would
Chris
not
Buescher
be
should have won that
100,000,000% surprised. But yeah.
it's not far out there.
I would
It's
pick McDowell over Suarez before that, though.
Yeah, that's
so.
true.
Anyways. Now we move on to our NASCAR bracket, which is also happening this weekend.
Our new
Luke,
segment.
It's
Pick
season
it
tournament.
Luke's gonna go first because he needs to leave real
This
quick.
time it's
'Cause I
not
have to go
starting
to
at a
work
super
in-
speedway, so we
I
can
have
maybe
work in
get
40
something
minutes
right.
and I haven't showered yet, so
Oh, you can't see it, but
I
it's
just
right
gotta
there.
I gotta pull this up on a different screen. Hold on one second, because I cannot read that.
I'm just putting on
Luke
my
is
phone.
picking his Pookie.
This is biased.
Unsurprisingly, I am picking Chris.
Just
Buescher.
marry him already, bro.
We're gonna go like notables that like I'm gonna point out. I'm taking Brad Keselowski over Austin Cindric. A lot of people would look at this and kind of think that's a bad pick, but Brad Keselowski has finished like top 15, I think, top 15 or top 20 at Sonoma every year since 2014. Austin Cindric has finished like worse than 20th, either 20th or 25th the last 3 years at Sonoma. So I like this one. I'm picking the front row cars over the Spire cars, both of them. Todd Gilliland, I think something goes wrong with Daniel Suarez this week, and so I'm going to pick Todd Gilliland over him. And I just see Zane Smith outperforming Carson Hocevar. AJ Allmendinger, I think last week spoke for itself. He's a very good road course racer. I'm going to put him over Chase Briscoe. Michael McDowell, again, we're at a road course. I know Bubba was good last week, but I think this is a more standard road course. This more suits McDowell. Ty Dillon over Denny Hamlin. I think it happens again. I picked Ty Dillon to go to the round of 4 last year, and I kind of undersold him a little bit. So I'm not making. I'm gonna do the same thing. It worked well last year. Eric Jones over Logano. Eric Jones is a terrible road course racer, but I think Joey Logano somehow does worse. So yeah.
So true.
Chastain over Bell. Bell's got a broken wrist. Probably is not going to run this week, so I'm going to take Chastain. Everything. Oh, Ryan Preece over Shane Van Gisbergen. I think something goes wrong for Shane again, so I'm going to pick Ryan Preece. That's definitely not a biased pick. Round 2. Any notables? That's second round. Or that's third round. Not really any notables. Michael McDowell over Chase Elliott, I guess, is kind of a eye raiser. I think something goes wrong for Chase Elliott at Chicagoland. I think they run close. They're kind of both top 15, and McDowell just gets him at the end. Eric Jones over Ty Dillon, not really like a notable pick, but Eric Jones in the third round. And then third round, big pick here. I have Todd Gilliland over Tyler Reddick. We're at Atlanta. I know Tyler Reddick wanted Atlanta this year, but it's Atlanta. Anything could happen. And then I picked Michael McDowell over Ty Gibbs as well. So my final 4 would be Todd Gilliland and Michael McDowell versus versus each other, and then Chris Buescher and Ryan Blaney on the other side. I'm picking Blaney and McDowell for the final round, or Buescher and McDowell for the final round, and I'm picking my boy Chris Buescher. I've got him leading 43 laps, and that might be generous, but this is not a win every race and be good competition. This is a be consistent competition, and there is nobody more consistent than Chris Buescher. Therefore, I like him in this tournament. This tournament just kind of suits him. With that being said, though, I did originally pick Ryan Blaney, but then I saw everyone else's bracket, and so I decided to change it. So yeah, that is my
Just
bracket.
spoiled the
I
whole
have
thing.
to leave now. Thanks for watching the Nation of Cars podcast, even though there's probably still like 20 more minutes. I gotta go shower.
Hi, Luke.
Bro, just trying to be unique.
Do we just leave him? Okay, we're just gonna leave him.
Say SV.
All right, it's my turn. It is SV001 turn. Where is mine? There it is. All right, I'm not going to go into massive detail because, well, I don't really need to. First round at Sonoma. Tyler Reddick over Bowman. Flippin' obvious, obviously. Cindric over Keselowski, because I don't like Keselowski. All right. Suarez over Todd Gillen. That's my boy. Obviously got to pick him. Zane Smith over Hocevar. I don't know. I just think Zane's going to do better, but it's probably not. AJ Allmendinger over Briscoe. This one's hard, though, because Briscoe, he's actually getting better at road courses. So, yeah. I put Dillon over Gibbs, but looking back at that, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. McDowell over Wallace. That's another hard pick because Wallace, I mean, it was like a really good road course this week, but I'm still going to choose McDowell. Chase Elliott over Gregson. Obvious. All right, on the other side, Danny over Ty Dillon because I'm not fucking insane. Okay. Eric Jones over Logano because fuck Logano. Buescher over Nemechek. That's fine. I put Bell over Chastain, but I forgot that he broke his wrist, so that was a really bad pick. But yeah, that's fine. Byron over Stenhouse, that should be fine. Larson over Herbst, fine. Gisbergen over Priest, obviously. Blaney over Barry. That's all pretty normal, pretty consistent. Chicagoland. I got Reddick. Right, that's Reddick? Yeah. Got Reddick beating Cindric. I got Suarez bias again, beating Zane Smith at Chicagoland. I got Dillon over Allmendinger at Chicagoland. Elliott over McDowell. Other side. Jones over Bell. But, I mean, it might be Jones versus Chastain. Either way, it's Jones.
Big.
Oh, wait, no, I read the wrong person. Wait. I'm lost. Wait, fuck. How did I get lost?
Bro,
Bro forgot what he was doing.
Oh, Jones over Hamlin. I said Jones over Hamlin at Chicagoland. That's a really bad choice, but I don't know. I'm just
Holy dumb.
No, I did
Bro.
it on purpose because I knew Hamlin's really good. I'm just gonna hope Hamlin dies at Chicagoland.
That's a big hope.
Bell over Buescher. Again, I forgot he broke his wrist. Larson over Byron. That's fine. Blaney over Van Gisbergen. Cool. All right, other side, round 3, Atlanta. I put Suarez over Reddick. Again, biasness. Put Elliott over Dillon because it's Elliott. I don't want to pick him, but it's I put Jones over Bell. That's what I put. Jones over Bell. Hopefully that tap. Hopefully Jones just goes, I don't know. Blaney over Larson. All right, other side again, round 4 at North Wilkesboro. I put Chase Elliott over Suarez. Don't worry, I'm not that biased. I'm not like Luke. Put Blaney over Jones, and then that's how I got my final 2, Elliott versus Blaney at Indy, and I just put Blaney. And that is it. I put Blaney leading 500 laps. That's probably really out there, but, we're just going to hope for it. Maybe he'll lead a bunch of
laps at North Wilkesboro.
Yep, that'll happen.
And still not be there.
But then he could lead 100 of the 200 laps at Indianapolis.
That is my awesome
next.
SB
What's
bracket.
next?
Tate's next.
Okay, so there's a picture of me watching Carson Quapple die, but here's my bracket. I'm gonna be real. I don't put that much thought into these.
Me too.
He doesn't have much thought into anything, to be honest. So.
Yeah.
Tate beat his ass.
So-
Beat his ass, Tate.
No, he's
because
right.
I'm right.
He's right.
Exactly.
So, for first round, bro, I can barely read. It's so pixely.
Just look at the picture of it, bro.
I just got there. Okay, Reddick versus Bowman. Tyler Reddick, because he's been really good this year. Cindric,
Mhm.
Keselowski, they're pretty even, but I think Keselowski doesn't suck like Cindric does. Suarez versus Gillen. Gillen's pretty. Suarez pretty good at Sonoma. Smith
So
versus
true.
Hocevar. Carson Hocevar, because Zane Smith is mid. Briscoe Allmendinger. Allmendinger's a banger road course driver. Gibbs versus Dillon. I hate Ty Gibbs and I hate Austin Dillon, but Ty Gibbs is not driving an RCR tractor. Bubba Wallace versus Michael McDowell. Michael McDowell's a good road course driver. He's got the edge over Wallace. Chase Elliott, Noah Gregson. What do you think? I don't think Gregson's going to pull off
Gregson.
this.
Gregson.
Denny Hamlin versus Ty Dillon. If it was at Atlanta again, then I'd just pick Ty Dillon because it would be funny. But we're at a real track. We're at Sonoma where like you actually have to run well. So Denny Hamlin. Eric Jones versus Logano. Joey Logano sucks this year. Eric Jones, I think he's gonna do it. Busher, Nemechek. It's a road course. Bushers are good on those. Bell or Chastain. I didn't think that Bell had a broken wrist. I forgot about that too. But I'm standing by this because Trackhouse sucks. Byron versus Stenhouse. William Byron, because Stenhouse driving Hyak to a garbage. Larson versus
Okay.
Herbst.
It's Herbst.
What do you think?
It's Herbst.
Yeah, bro. Shane Van Gisbergen and Ryan Preece. Oh man, this is battle of the century over here. Shane Van Gisbergen, Ryan Blaney, and Josh Berry. Guys, I think Josh Berry's gonna do it. No. Anybody pick Berry is stupid. Okay, so next round, 45 and 6. Tyler Reddick at Chicagoland. Suarez versus Hocevar. I think Hocevar is gonna do better at Chicago. I just feel like Suarez is that kind of guy. And I think AJ Allmendinger beats Ty Gibbs because Ty Gibbs is a stupid kid who's never driven on a rough racetrack like
It's
AJ Allmendinger has.
Chicagoland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think about the fact that I kind of forgot that what's the team called? I forgot. Colleague sucks and has no Chevy support, but I'm standing by my choice.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Michael McDowell versus Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott.
McDowell.
No.
Hamlin and Eric Jones. Denny Hamlin. Busher versus Bell. I think Chris Busher is gonna get through. I just have that feeling. You gotta have a few upsets.
I don't
in your
know.
bracket.
Maybe he has a broken fucking wrist. Who knows?
Maybe, but you gotta have some upsets on your bracket. So that's just what I did. Byron versus Larson. Byron's just better than Larson this year. Shane Van Gisbergen and Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney's to be better. And then for Atlanta, Reddick versus Hocevar. I think Hocevar does it. I think Hocevar beats Tyler Reddick. Because Atlanta's a pretty good track for Hocevar, so I think he can do it. Even though Reddick did win the last race. AJ Allmendinger with zero factory support from Chevy driving for Colleague versus Chase Elliott driving for Hendrick.
I think
Chase Elliott gets
Dinger.
through. Busher and Hamlin. I picked Busher to go through. Okay. I'm standing by that choice.
I think Luke just wrote Busher down.
He might have. I think
No, I think I did. I think I did.
there's no way.
Whatever.
I think I did. And then William Byron versus Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney gets through. And then we got the semifinals at Wilkesboro. Hocevar versus Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott. And then Busher versus Blaney. Ryan Blaney. And then Ryan Blaney wins the challenge. And he leads a total of 103 laps during these races. Because thing is with Ryan Blaney, he doesn't really dominate races, but he just kind of leads a few laps here and there, and then takes the win.
So true.
So what do you think, guys?
Even though I chose him.
I think
I think
you're
it's
like
horrible. It's
right
ass.
only at the end.
I think we were all right
Well-
at the end.
Well, that's what matters.
So true.
Okay.
Even
Alright,
though
let's-
everybody else picked Ryan Blaney.
It's 48 Nations' turn.
Well,
at-
as he said, the process. Just trust the process here.
Look at
First of all, we got Sonoma, two the half decent road course racers, but Reddick is just by far better than Bowman at this point. Gone.
I like this
Cindric
bracket.
versus Brad Keselowski. Cindric occasionally has those one-off races where he just does good for some reason, and Brad Keselowski is just doom and despair run right now. So I'm gonna say Cindric beats him. Suarez over Todd Gilliland, which is a little bit of a hot take considering how well Todd Gilliland kind of ran this weekend. But Suarez actually has won at Sonoma before, so I'm going to say that he does that. Not winning, but does better. Zane Smith over Hocevar, because Hocevar is not a very good road racer, and Zane Smith just finished 4th this last weekend, and he's kind of been on a bit of a hot streak as of late. So after that, we got Allmendinger over Briscoe, which is kind of a hot take, I feel like, considering that Briscoe was the second fastest car here at Sonoma last year. But again, this season, Briscoe's kind of been on a slump as of the last few weeks, so not going to pick him over the road course merchant AJ Allmendinger. Then we got Ty Gibbs over Austin Dillon, pretty self-explanatory. Michael McDowell over Bubba Wallace, which I feel like, and coming into this last week would have been an easy one, but now kind of scratching my head at how well Bubba Wallace did at the last few race or at San Diego. Then we got Chase Elliott over Noah Gragson, no comment. Ty Dillon over Denny Hamlin, call me crazy, but Denny Hamlin has had bad luck at Sonoma in the past. He had an engine failure a few weeks ago, a few years ago, and he's just not a very good road racer. And Ty Dillon literally beat Alex Bowman last year, who I think we all thought was going to easily advance, except for Luke. But we're going on next. I'm picking Joey Logano over Eric Jones at the road course. Some of you guys had Eric Jones over him, but Jones is just the worst road course racer. I mean, he's not the worst, but he's not very good, and Mr. Logano is actually kind of good at this racetrack, so whatever. Chris Buescher over John Nemechek, easy choice there for me. Chastain over Bell because of the wrist. I would have been the other way if Bell was healthy. Byron over Stenhouse. Larson over Herbst, which is I don't know. Herbst has actually been good as of late, but Larson is just better right now. SVG over Priest because SVG. And Blaney over Berry because Ryan Blaney and John Berry. Anyways, Reddick over Cindric at Chicagoland. Pretty self-explanatory. Suarez over Zane Smith. Suarez obviously won the Coke 600. He's been pretty good at these tracks. Texas, whatever. Gibbs over Allmendinger, obviously. Elliott over McDowell, a little bit interesting, but Elliott's been good at these mile and halves. So, Dillon over Logano, and this is a big. upset if this were to happen, especially the first week, really. But if it were to happen, but Logano is just not good on these 1.5-mile tracks this year. They've just missed the setup, blah, blah, blah. And Ty Dillon actually ran good at Michigan and a few of the other tracks. So, counting on it. Anyways, Buescher over Chastain, which just based off of Chastain's recent success, kind of a little bit but Buescher's been really good on those 1.5 miles too. So, Larson over Byron, obviously. And Blaney over Van Gisbergen on 1.5 miles, obviously. Then we got Suarez over Reddick at North Wilkesboro, I think is the next track. Am I right? Hello?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. North Wilkesboro is the next track after Chicago then, right? Or is it Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Oh yeah, it's Atlanta.
Okay, it's Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta. I'm picking Suarez over Reddick because Suarez has won there. Tyler Reddick has won there too, but I don't know. I just like Suarez. And
So true,
Reddick's
so
luck has
true.
been not super good as of late. Then I also got Chase Elliott over Ty Gibbs. Chase Elliott is a good super speedway racer. Ty Gibbs seems to always crash at this track, so nada. Then I picked Chris Buescher over Ty Dillon. This is where Ty Dillon's second Cinderella story comes to an end after Buescher beats his butt at Atlanta. Anyways, Blaney also beats Larson because Larson sucks at super speedways. And then we got finally, we got the next race of North Wilkesboro, as we said before. I'm kind of a little bit torn on this one because Elliott is pretty good. I mean, Suarez, I just don't know. I just don't really know about these guys. On the short track, like this is kind of like a weird matchup. So I just picked Elliott because I trust Hendrick Motorsports a little bit better. Especially since Elliott won at Martinsville earlier this year. And I picked Ryan Blaney because he's the short track merchant. And then the final race at Indianapolis, I choose Ryan Blaney because Ryan Blaney is also really good at Indianapolis, flat track, Penske. So, and he leads 174 laps, most of that coming at North Wilkesboro. That is all.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Funny how we all came to the same winner. But that's like
Okay, let's wrap this up. I won't be allowed to eat in like an hour, so
you're right. You need to get your munchins in. What are our final thoughts?
yeah. Deltarune. That's tomorrow.
Mexico versus the Czech fucking Republic tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be at 8 p.m. I'm gonna be at the Fan Fest, I think, in Houston, and we're gonna play all our subs, I think, something like that. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be peak. We're gonna advance to the next round, and let's do good in the round of 32. And we're gonna play England, I think, in a round of 16, and we could totally beat them because they just tied right now with Ghana. That's all I have to say.
Okay, bro. I guess.
I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth tomorrow.
Taken out, not get them.
Well,
Anyways.
the thing is, with the wisdom teeth, is that they have stem cells in them, and the government wants you to take them out so you die sooner.
Okay.
Do you honestly believe that?
No.
Because
yes,
it's true.
It does.
Grok told me.
You're right.
Yes.
So we're watching the Mexico game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And
bro.
The
US versus Turkey. Yes.
Probably won't watch that either.
Bro, yeah, bro. Yeah.
I'll be working.
Yeah.
Anyways, good day, mate. As the Aussies say, or something like that, for Shane Van Gisbergen.
Actually, they say.
I saw some British people here in Dallas when they were having the British game. They were talking very loudly.
Bro said the British game.
Oi, bruv, this pool is cold. or something like that.
Okay, that's so cool, bro.
All right. Employed people out.
Out.